one. Bada bing, bada boom. And we are live on the internet. I'm turning this shit off now. Hey, welcome to the SpenniCast. Here we are, live with two of my dear old friends from Springfield High School. On camera 2 over here, we got Mo. And on camera 3, we got Mark.
Good
evening. They're in some of my old school videos back in the day.
Mark, all the way back in the day.
Way back in the day, back as children. You might if they didn't have masks on, you might even recognize them if you're that die hard. But you don't. So here we are in Springfield, masked up for COVID. We are drinking beers, but we do have the whole policy where you hold your breath every time you take your mask off and take it. So why don't you guys do a hold? Hey Mo, why don't you do a hold breath mask sip just so that people can see what you look like quickly? Oh, that's Mo. That's Mo. Everyone saw Mo. Mark, hold your breath. Take a sip.
You can now track me.
Yep. And I'm holding my breath. Yep. Elon Musk. Jeff Bezos or whoever the fuck the Illuminati tech person is.
Oh, the CEO of Google with his long ass name.
Who's the CEO of Google?
Alan Potts. He was just in front of Congress. Let me pull this man's name up.
Why was he in front of Congress? What happened?
You always got to tell Congress that you're not doing evil shit now.
But their company motto says "Don't do evil."
No. They took out part of that. I think it said do good things, or it used to
avoid evil.
Yeah, there it is. Try to
skirt.
Because it used to be evil. Don't be evil, and now I think it is try to be good. It's very subtle. Yeah.
Yeah. The GOO. Good.
Also, in all fairness, he's no longer the CEO of Google. That's a different person. He's the CEO of Apple or Alphabet.
Oh, Alphabet. Now that's Facebook, right?
No, surprisingly. No. That's the umbrella that owns Google and YouTube. So you're overlord.
Okay. Yeah, wait. So, but Alphabet owns Google, YouTube?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, but what was Facebook? I thought Facebook had one.
Oh yeah, Facebook.
They were trying to make a currency. I thought it was called. Alphabet.
Libra.
Okay.
The Libra. A lot of partners backed out of it.
Libra. Okay.
Oh no, it's not launched because so many partners backed out of it that essentially right now, if you launched Libra, you could probably buy a cell phone plan in Nigeria, and that's about it with Libra. Trade on its futures.
I'm trying to travel the world and have a good cell phone plan, so I'm not.
That might work. That might work, baby.
What's been good with you? You're a you've come here to audition to be my financial advisor. Is that
yes?
Really the case?
Particularly in a fiduciary role. So unlike those guys, you can get a dime for a fucking dozen down at the FIDI. That's FIDI in San Francisco for everyone else in Springfield. You can get about for a dime a dozen. I actually am contractually and obligated by the state to only work in your benefit, and I benefit from you benefiting side, not the other way around. Also, his name is Sundar Pichai.
Sundar Pichai.
Yeah. Remember, kids, when you want to go all the way up to the top of the world, you got to go in front of Congress a lot.
Yeah.
So be careful what you ask for.
That sounds valid.
Yeah. And speaking of on top of the world, we got Mark here.
What's up?
Just saying what's up. You're in the education realm now, aren't you?
That's right.
Yeah,
sixth grade.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not in sixth grade. I passed that.
No, he's just youth pastor for sixth grades, right?
You know what? Sorry, tangent, but we were in sixth grade during 9/11. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Yeah, I remember that. I was there.
You were in New York?
No, I was there in sixth grade during 9/11.
You were in sixth grade. That's right.
Yeah, take it easy.
Yeah, I mean, I know you repeated it, but
yeah.
I remember some of the hottest takes that day. It was in hindsight, we were horrible children.
True.
And we
I was drinking skim milk at the time.
I was having Cheerios with skim milk.
So
really?
Water?
Yeah.
So water and Cheerios.
Water and Cheerios, and I'm
water
not even.
rose.
I remember my dad got the phone call because my mom's coworker called because my mom was in the shower, and it was like early before school. I was getting ready for school.
Yep.
And
is this Arizona?
No, this is man.
This is
Sixth
Albany.
grade. Sixth grade.
This
This
is
is Albany Middle.
Springfield.
You don't hear nothing. You don't hear nothing. We're in Springfield.
Springfield.
I was in Springfield Middle School, SMS, as they call it. Not to be confused with the text messaging.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, education rock. We got an educator in the comments right now. Education rocks. True.
As your aspiring financial advisor, any sort of education into actually understanding what your money does when you're sleeping is incredibly important. Because money don't sleep.
Money does not sleep. Hey, there's a guy at the local Springfield Safeway that has that on his car. Do you see that
He's
shit?
Literally a butcher. Talk to him. He's an idiot. But
I've never seen who's driven. I just always see that car parked at the Safeway every time.
He now sells masks with money don't sleep on it. That's his side hustle.
All right, I guess we have to wear those masks next time.
Yep.
Next time the three of us do a podcast, we're definitely wearing those. Oh, by the way, there are repeat guest invites on this podcast, so you guys will probably be welcome back. I'm already feeling the love. I'm already feeling good vibes on this one.
Oh, hella good vibes, baby.
But we're here. We're out here. Oh, money rocks is what education rocks. Money rocks. Yeah,
money.
Hold on, you're a financial advisor. You're shrugging at money. What's this about?
Money's like a hammer. All right. So if you ever looked up the FBI's data on how many Americans get murdered, hammers are pretty high up there. But we don't associate hammers as bad things. All right. So it's all about what you use it for. If you're using hammers for murder, yeah, hammers are bad, and you're a bad person. If you're using money to murder people / keep people down, I don't know.
What if you're like murdering like a bad person? What if it's like a
self-defense? No. Self-defense is always too murky. I hate that shit. But no, if you're literally just going like walking up to the judge. Remember that one judge? No, never mind. That's Springfield. That's Springfield little shit.
We're not getting into no Springfield.
But either way, if it's a super bad dude and you kneecap him with a hammer, you might actually be a hero. I may have to call you Captain Hammer America. Hammers rock.
It's a useful tool. I mean, it can be used for nails.
Bethany ASMR drinking the AHA water tonight.
The AHA water.
There you go. I don't know about. Hey, here's the thing about ASMR. Shouts out to ASMR in my comments. I don't know who you are, but I support ASMR. I have a couple ASMR videos on my channel. And I'm probably going to be getting some more going soon. Whatever. Any kind of ASMR that you want, I would be able to do for you. So
completely agree.
Support the ASMR.
So completely
the
agree.
Lifestyle. It's a lifestyle. What do you think, Mark? You got your hands up.
ASMR. To be honest, it's I find it usually kind of creepy, but I support you. We go back. We go back to Springfield Middle.
As long as it's not like sex ASMR.
Agreed.
That's like the only thing I got a problem with. Or like the weirdly subtle racist ASMR where you're like, I really like... So let me finish. All right, so have you ever gone to get your hair cut in the before time?
Yes.
So what kind of people usually end up cutting hair in Springfield? I'll answer that for you. Nice Vietnamese ladies. So if your ASMR thing is to just basically... like recreate your experience of getting your hair cut by a nice Vietnamese lady by having muffled Vietnamese in the background, that's weird to me. That's like low-key, are you fetishizing old nice Vietnamese ladies?
Valid.
But what if here's a counterpoint, and I'm not saying that I have like an entire collection of Vietnamese lady in the background while there's like buzzers and clippers.
I know you love getting your toes did.
I know I do not have
Mark,
that.
confirm this. He loves getting his toes did.
Up. Look, but what if you get into such a meditative state while it is happening that is the reason for the season of the Vietnamese ASMR ladies? I mean, is it? I get the fetishizing argument. I get that, but what if it is that's you hear there's like some specific words and twangs that set off something in your brain.
And that's where I don't want to take too hard of a stance on it, because you are ultimately correct, because that's the same way people fetishize things like French or English accents or Japanese to a certain extent.
Or scraper bike. What if you use scraper bike as ASMR? We got someone in here saying scraper bike in the comments. I just want to say shouts out to you for coming through. You're probably wondering why the hell is the scraper bike guy doing this video? Man, this is all I do now. I just do live shit. I had one of those scraper bike dudes on. I'm probably gonna have more dudes from that group on.
Scraper bike is legendary.
We're out here.
If you want to know more about Springfield, you gotta check out scraper
the epitome
bikes.
of Springfield.
Oh man,
Quote me.
Yeah, and certain accents are calming, Bethany ASMR says.
As an ASMR specialist.
Exactly. And this
is why I don't want to come too hard on it.
I want to hear what Bethany thinks about accents that are not calming. Because then, wait, hold on, this could get racist.
This could get super racist. This could get more. This could get more than a
the
Springfield.
general American public. What do they think in terms of accents? Because we definitely fetishize like the hunky Latino accent.
Oh yeah.
The English accent.
Oh yeah.
French accent.
But hold on. I want to. The English accent is one that's hella weird because it feels like we want like this weird non-existent pocket of England. Like
right.
Like we don't want Londoners.
Right.
But we don't want somehow.
But then these Americans, we Americans usually get weirded out when it's too thick of an accent.
Yeah.
Right.
We start acting like, oh, they're speaking a different language.
Yeah.
What's all this then?
Right. So I think
So it's you what, mate?
You what, mate? I'm pushing the gabba. You talk about my mom like that. If I love my mom, I love my country. I'll put one right between your teeth.
Okay, so then quick tangent. What would be the most popular English accents to Americans right now? So Benedict, obviously.
Yeah, Benedict Cucumber Patch.
That's just his voice, right?
And that
he has a deep, soothing voice. Yeah,
it's like
Sean Connery. It's like
it's like Connery too.
Nobody
Connery's Scottish, dude.
Yeah.
So that's even a little different.
But I'm saying Benedict and Sean Connery have that deep voice in common. I think, and there's something to the deep voice that people like. It's like
totally.
It's like
Daniel
the low
Craig.
vibration that you can feel.
Daniel
in
Craig.
your
We're just
voice,
naming Bonds now.
We're not naming Bonds. I'm not a big Daniel Craig fan as a Bond either. But that's a whole other thing.
That's a whole other discussion.
And especially as a
dude, our chat's blowing up right now. Scraper Bikes rock. Reva just thinks everything rocks. I think Reva's just like
Reva's a lover instead of a hater, and I appreciate it.
Yeah, Reva's dope, dude. Reva's a local educator, a dear friend of mine. And then we got ASMR saying calming. He was southern accent. Oh yeah. Well, if you come on down to the diner in the afternoon, we might be
get a little minjulip
Circle
going.
back to Daniel Craig.
Yeah.
In Knives Out. That's a great southern accent.
Oh yeah, sure.
He is the best thing in that movie. That movie is awful.
It inspired me.
Awful.
Really? I watched it and I don't remember it, and everyone was.
There it is.
It was, so.
That's the reason it's awful, because there's nothing in there that really sticks out except for Daniel Craig playing the piano and talking.
Love rocks, baby.
And when you have a 12-star cast, and I only remember one dude, you have a problem.
That's a good point. So it's one of those classic Hollywood examples of too many stars, right?
Too many stars, not all doing anything
saturated.
Interesting.
Yeah, it gets saturated.
Bingo bongo.
That's great. Bingo
Hey,
bongo.
TR7 Triumph says it inspired me to build my very own 2-stroke powered scraper bike. Now, what's a 2-stroke powered? I don't know.
Is that two motors?
I think that's the.
You're a bike expert, Mark.
2-stroke. The.
Oh, they form a V like Voltron?
Yeah, like Voltron. 2-stroke, 4-stroke. I don't know, something like that. Motorcycles.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it based off of a Hyundai or a Toyota?
One or the other.
Because it has to be, right? Those are the only ones that survive.
The best motorcycles are usually Hyundais or Toyotas.
Yep.
So, I mean, what do you expect?
What do you freaking expect?
So.
Also, Bethany ASMR has answered what is not a good accent, and that's strong New York.
Uh-oh.
No.
New York?
I strongly disagree with that. Well, here's the thing.
This fucking guy over
Depends
here.
on what part of New York.
Yeah, that's the thing. See, I'm a big
Staten
fan.
Island.
I'm a big fan of the old school gangster movies, like the Martin Scorsese type shit.
So you're talking New Jersey.
Yeah, well, it's not necessarily Jersey,
That's right.
Jersey's what? Sopranos.
New York.
Yeah.
Sopranos is Jersey.
Sopranos is Jersey. You got New York. It's all. Hey, what the fuck? Yeah, I don't know. I kind of like. There's something comforting about it to me. Just
isn't that like a famous quote?
Yeah. Hey, I'm walking over here. Don't drop that.
That's Rizzo. That's Ratso. That was Dustin Hoffman in Midnight Cowboy.
That's
and
right.
that line.
Perfect.
Fun fact: that line was improvised when they were shooting on the street, and a car turned around the corner and almost hit him. And so he slammed on and said, "Hey, I'm walking here."
He slammed the hood?
He slammed on the hood mid filming.
Did his hand survive?
Improv the line, dude.
Kramer versus Cab, am I right?
Yeah,
Holy
precisely.
moly.
Oh my
Do
god.
you know that reference?
2-stroke engine. It's
Kramer
a
versus
$60
Kramer?
Chinese engine.
Meryl
Hey,
Streep.
shouts out to
You should watch it.
engine-based scraper bikes, dude. I
Oh,
would
it's
love
a
to have a motor.
$60 Chinese? No.
Chinese engine.
Spend $100, get an old Hyundai. What is it? A Hyundai Buffalo? Get anything.
Sounds about right. Some pronounce it Buffalo.
Yeah, it's true.
It's like that game that we played in college, remember?
Buffalo, bro.
Remember Buffalo? Oh, should we play Buffalo tonight?
No, I don't
We
know.
could.
I
Well,
don't think
I'm
so.
only going to be drinking with my offhand because my left hand is. the game Buffalo. So if you catch me drinking with my right hand, maybe because tonight my dominant hand is my left hand because I'm doing the shit with my right hand. But yeah, Buffalo is it's a game where if you're drinking with your offhand and one of your buddies sees it, they call Buffalo on you, or Buffalo as they call it, and you have to chug that whole drink. No matter how much of it is left, if you get buffaloed.
Yep.
So don't buffalo me, please.
I think I learned about it on this channel. If y'all dive into the archives.
Yeah, dive into the archives. I got a buffalo.
Pretty sure
you
it's
are
what,
new?
2010?
Got a whole ass. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
2000. I think it was 2010 or 2011. It was sophomore year. I don't. So if it was
Must
early,
have been
if
9
it
or
was
10.
late, if it was spring sophomore year, I think it was 2011. But oh wait, 2010. Yeah, you're right.
It was Alex, right?
I don't have. Yeah, it was me, Alex. Alex
Wait, is this
Melanie.
Alex the Frenchman or Alex the other one?
No, Alex, not from college. This is a guy I know from college.
okay.
He's going to be on this podcast too. And Alex, if you're watching the replay of this, I can't wait to have you, buddy.
What's up, Alex?
Whether or not Prescott can make it up from LA, we're going to be looking at. And I have a special video that I'm going to make for him. because he was actually in Blind Spotting, but not really.
No.
Oh, did he get cut out?
No. So there's a character in Blind Spotting.
Oh, it's based...
That literally sounds and kind of looks like him and talks like him. Doesn't like talk like him in real life, but talks like some of the characters he would play. Like has the same mannerisms and inflections.
Are you saying they bit his style?
They kind of, Blind Spotting bit his style. And on that, I did see a tweet the other day that said, hey, what are some things that are not police to you that just feel like police? And all these people were posting all this different shit, like homeowners associations and all this shit. And someone said, the person who made the post was like, this has been great, y'all. I was going to say David Diggs. I was like, whoa.
What? Thomas Jefferson / Lafayette himself?
Yeah, dude. What the fuck?
It's a little aggressive.
I don't think... So, and here's the thing. I'm a huge David Diggs fan. Same. I love the film. I'm not a huge musical guy, so like Hamilton was like I kind of had to like force myself to sit through it. Gotcha. But that's not because of Hamilton. That's just because of musicals. I enjoyed it for the most part. Gotcha. But Blind Spotting, fucking one of the best. I mean, I'm not just saying that because I'm from Springfield, which is in the East Bay. But
yeah. But so real talk, because it is so close to home for me, I was never able to really comfortably go. I am now in the position to watch Blind Spotting. Every time I thought about it, like, nah, it's gonna be draining. I'm gonna be a sad boy.
It's
Wait, you haven't watched it yet?
No.
Oh.
I've watched it literally. Me and Ben have watched it at least like.
Wait. Is this Ben?
Times.
Belgian Lives Matter?
Yeah, Belgian Lives.
Excuse me?
It's his new album.
But
I was not aware of this.
No, not many people were.
Holy moly!
Yeah, when I was living in Portland,
Springfield High,
yeah,
greatest.
When I was living in Portland, me and Mo drunkenly one night just started photoshopping Ben's profile picture into hella different fake album covers. And Mo, there was one like a picture that Ben took with the Trunk Boys where it was like he was with like the whole like J-Dub's like whole family. And he's just like lurking in the background, and so. And I think Mo, you're gonna be like, I have black friends, but then instead you made it. Belgian Lives Matter.
No. That was the one where he did like an artsy 90s like lo-fi black and white photo from up top where he's like looking away going like, I'm a model, I'm not actually interested in the subject matter. And then I put on the side BLM, Belgian Lives Matter, because I think he's Belgian.
I don't think he is.
I don't think he's Belgian.
I think the thought was. I think you were like on like 90% on.
You went with B. You went with the European.
The B.
Like
you could have just said Ben Lives Matter, which wouldn't have been.
Nope. That would have made my boy look racist.
Ooh, buddy.
That man already hates me enough.
He was so appalled by that.
Check it out. HOAs suck.
Yeah, fuck HOAs.
HOAs suck.
HOAs do suck.
They're kicking my mom out of California, dude.
Wait, what?
My mom's moving out of Springfield, dude.
No way.
Not literally.
All right, for all legal intents and purposes, I am not acquiring hammers.
You heard it here first.
I'm acquiring cheap Lowe's stock, but not hammers. I may be going to a Lowe's.
There you go.
I mean, no.
Ooh.
It's an all-time low.
Hey, you know, you're better than the hitman I had. I mean, I'm not supposed to say.
What?
You're better than a friend that I had on my show that is...
Who was not a fiduciary.
My stuff. Who's not a fiduciary. What's up with
Didn't that bro bring like a knife?
He brought a bunch of knives, man.
We
were looking at all of them.
Yep.
I don't recommend this as your aspiring fiduciary.
I was also shocked there's another Asian person in Springfield, California. So.
Yeah, Spencer is magical. He finds all the colored people.
That's true.
That's how you know he's good.
Two right now.
He's a good one. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't got much to say on this, but I would invite our host to the cookout. TBD.
What cookout? Where's the cookout? I like food.
Man, don't you remember the hashtag? When black people were inviting white people out to cookouts because they were actually down and they were good people? You invited TBD.
Hell yeah. I paint houses. Just like Bethany says, he paints houses. I mean, she's talking about my friend, but I'll paint a house for you. If you're inviting me to a fucking cookout and I'm getting some free food.
Right? A couple hour job. No problem.
All right. Let's get it going.
Good stuff.
Man.
Real quick, back to musicals.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you two know my number one regret from high school?
Not being in Guys and Dolls.
Close. It was not being in Footloose our senior year.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember why I wasn't? Because you were part of swim team too, right?
Yeah. No, not swim team.
You weren't part of swim team.
No. I wanted to date everyone in swim team.
There it is.
That's why I was around.
That's the nice word for it, you old dirty scallywag, you.
It's nothing dirty about it. When you ask a nice lady out who's clearly been swimming and she says no, you just walk away. What else can you do?
Hey Mo, I don't want to. I'm not gonna go onto this too much, but I'm just gonna remind you. You know, last time we did an Instagram live stream.
Oh, it was awful for me. I had like 2 beers. I wasn't trying to become a fiduciary. It was terrible.
Things were said, dude. Even Forrest texted me out of nowhere. It was like, dude, Mo was saying some pretty raw shit on that one.
I can get raw.
It got pretty raw.
I can get wild and raw. I am very similar to Old Dirty Bastard and Ghostface Killer. Shout out Staten Island.
Yeah, dude, it was a great. When that's one of those things that the Springfield High School reunion video is something I have been completely slacking on. But I think
same.
Oh my gosh!
I think I'm gonna premiere it. Oh yeah, this is interesting because we're kind of like the council for that because
we were.
You know, Mark, you failed. Yes, you failed. Because
which led me astray.
You did better than Forrest, I'll give you that. You interviewed
how many? Hold on, Spencer. How many people? Count how many people have done better than Forrest. I'll give you an hour.
Yeah, well, damn, dude. Shots fired at Forrest for no fucking reason whatsoever.
No, many.
Eggnog Boy is not going to be happy.
Yeah. Now, here's the thing. I got you in for free.
You did.
Against
my advisement.
Under the guise that you were going to be interviewing people, which it wasn't a guise from I thought you were actually going to be.
I saw you with a microphone.
Because it's hard he interviewed 3 people, so he did kind of do his job. Here's the thing.
He's like a 19-year-old at E3. He did the bare minimum and ran off with his press pass.
It's true. Like
absolutely.
If you take one butt cheek, that was me, half-assed. Literally half-assed.
Well, we all do that
but
sometimes.
Hey, did you notice that during that, it started at what, 8 or 9?
Yeah.
Do you remember how the first hour and a half was empty?
I was almost the whole time.
It was almost empty.
That's also true.
I was hammered before we got there. You had to drive me there.
Camera too.
Alana and her friend got. I brought that camera. Alana and her friend got me wasted at the top.
Oh yeah, y'all pregame. Alana didn't even come, did she?
No, she didn't want to go. She was like, yeah, I'm gonna. Oh, you're doing the video. All right, Spence, I'm gonna get you fucked up. And then Andrea fucking Venmo'd her like $30 to get us all a shot. So I was on one, and I showed up at that. And I'm like, okay, I'm glad I got an interview guy. And then, lo and behold, he disappears. Forrest is a no-show until, like, the last 5 minutes.
Yep. Also, hold up. I want to give a shout-out to someone who came out of nowhere to really get that going, especially and helped me. Taylor. That man came out of nowhere handing out shots.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Taylor Raphael was on one,
Why are you saying his government name?
I'll say his full government name.
Whoa.
Spencer Fortin says Taylor Raphael is on one, and I support it 100%. Dude,
I mean,
I was taking shots with that mother. He's a funny guy, dude.
He's a legend.
Do you remember when he was like a regional champion of wrestling?
Yes.
For like 2 years straight.
I also remember back.
And then he was a stick. That's what blew my mind.
Oh no, he had massive core strength.
Yeah, but it was mind blowing. He was like pinning dudes that were like 200 pounds in high school.
Technique, baby.
Nuts.
He is one of my inspirations for technique. Trumps everything.
Insane.
So speaking of technique, Mo, you're a fiduciary now, and you want to be my financial advisor.
Yep.
So what's going on with this? How do I invest? What do I do with my money? How do I make more money?
Well, first off, you gotta make sure you actually look at where your money is. Like, what do you got? Where is it? And then also, what obligations do you currently have to maintain your current lifestyle? And should you actually maintain that current lifestyle, or are you gonna go like Mark, who's a broke rapper?
Broke rapper. Probably.
No, I already thought of it. Bow Wow. Or do you want to go Bow Wow?
Fast and the Furious.
Yep.
Not Furious.
That was his highest point. Yep. Think about that for a minute.
The fist coming out of the back of the car.
Think about it. That's really sad if that's your highest point.
At least
hey, Reva says, welcome to the cookout. Happy to be here. I'm sorry. I'm
nice.
It's all good.
But yeah, you're talking about this kind of stuff, right?
Yeah. Count your stacks. Start stacking.
You got to get that. That's what I'm doing here, right?
Yep.
The
more fingers you own, the more thumbs you own.
Yeah. And those almost look like they're bandages. So I guess if that works as currency where you're from, yeah, it's good. It's better than Libra coins right now.
Libra. So I shouldn't have. I was thinking about putting like most of my assets, liquidating my assets and putting them into Libra. I shouldn't.
No.
Okay.
Please don't. Please.
All right.
Honestly, a better bet at this point would be Litecoin. But that's only on a speculative basis.
What's Litecoin?
What about Darkcoin?
Darkcoin, I don't even know how to buy it.
He can buy Darkcoin. He's invited to the cookout.
I don't know how to buy Darkcoin. Ergo, I don't know actually how to advise you on this product. It's the same thing if you're talking about trying to buy like houses and investments. I'm a millennial. I can't buy houses. I don't know how to invest in houses.
Also true.
I mean, own it and rent it out seems to be the idiot's way.
And what about Reaver says Eminem. Well, you guys are Eminem. We got Mo. We got Mark. It's Eminem right here. This is Eminem. This is the new Eminem. You see that? Palms are sweaty. Knees weak. Arms are heavy. Anyways,
Spencer's mom's spaghetti.
No spaghetti. Shut up. We're not talking spaghetti in this house.
He's nervous.
Ever since we got spaghetti on the carpets.
Surface, he looks calm and ready to make eggs.
What about Dogecoin? Bethany ASMR asked.
Okay. Dogecoin had an amazing run. Everyone who was there for that run, I want to thank you for participating. But that run was based upon dreams and lies from TikTok. Okay.
Whoa.
If you bought Dogecoin when it was a fraction of a penny and then sold it when it was almost a penny, you won. If you still have it right now, you're a fool. I'm sorry. But the dream is dead.
What if I were to buy it right now?
You don't. It's not based on anything. Dogecoin is created almost as easily as money from the Federal Reserve. Don't.
Wait, so I had this guy on my podcast the other day, filling in for me. This guy Todd Swindlerwitz. He's like a very well-known CIA agent, researcher.
Yeah, I don't want to be in a room with that guy. I feel like the minute I'm in danger.
I think I'm going to develop a lisp if I'm around him for too long.
He's a good guy, though. Here's the thing. He's a good guy, and he was talking about the Federal Reserve to me. This is like off camera. He was telling me, like, the Federal Reserve, it's fake. It's owned by China and George Soros.
George Soros doesn't have any kind of money like that.
Chakras,
yeah.
too?
And
chakras money.
The chakra was something totally unrelated, but he says Soros and China own the Federal Reserve. I don't know. Do you have, as a fiduciary, you have any opinions on it? Does it have anything to do with that?
Surprisingly, it doesn't have anything to do with that, because if anything involving long-term investments in China, the arrow needs to go down in red.
Oh, okay.
And it needs to have Winnie the Pooh saying, "This is all according to plan." Xi Jinping looks like Winnie the Pooh dog.
Don't say Winnie the Pooh, man. I'm not trying to get this video demonetized.
Hashtag Xi Jinping looks like Winnie the Pooh dog.
No, he doesn't. And if you're watching this, or one of G's acolytes is watching this,
one of his
acolytes,
all right. He doesn't.
Yeah,
I am an East Asian person. He doesn't look like him.
What?
And Northwest China is not going through concentration camps either.
Jesus.
See.
This
is why that other guy has almost a point. He almost does. Because yes, a lot of American debt is held by Chinese subsidiaries or relatives of them. It's all a nice, neat little messy web that if you don't understand will look like it's not happening at all. So yeah, a lot of debt is held, but it's just debt. What? Like, it's the United States. Almost all bills and debts are held in the faith that the United States will eventually totally pay you guys, we promise. Game ain't changed, just the people playing.
I'm trying to buy like a graph to help me get better at money, and this isn't.
No, take all of that money and give it to me right now.
$14.99?
Yeah, $14.99. You can buy a share of HP in that.
You could buy a house in Springfield for that.
You could buy a portion of it. It's called a tenants in common. You can buy a portion of a house in Springfield for that. Mm-hmm. And then you would immediately go broke paying property taxes, because we actually believe in taxes in this town. So, yeah.
What's up with taxes? I heard taxes are good, but then I feel like they're bad because then I don't have as much money.
Okay, yeah, that's true. Americans love having money. Americans hate when money suddenly disappears.
But we need to have the roads. But the thing is, I feel like it's not even going to roads. It's just going to bombs to bomb people that don't need to get bombed.
That is an opinion that's been held since the 90s, and I think there is some merit to it. There's also a problem of, so the money magically leaves my paycheck, and then no one tells me where it goes, and then the only thing I see on the news is drones that cost hundreds of thousands of dollars, dropping bombs that cost hundreds of thousands of dollars, sometimes millions, onto mud brick houses that cost hundreds of dollars to kill a dude, maybe? And you look outside your street and you see a road that has a pockmark and a small colony of raccoons nesting in it. So yeah, America.
What are you, anti-animals? Because I'm a big animal rights
guy. Hate raccoons.
I love them. I think they're cute.
I hate trash pandas.
I love when I'm walking out and there's a bunch of them on a trash can and then they hear you coming and they all just turn around and they're like...
I'm telling you.
And there's a whole bunch
raccoons
of them.
Raccoons are a threat to your suburban life in Springfield.
No.
They're too smart. They have thumbs. They work in groups and they know to wash their food.
Aren't they marsupials?
Yeah, they're smart.
Wow.
Putin winking in the background. I don't know what that has anything to do with anything. But look at this. Wait, hold on. Yeah, is Putin winking behind you? Is this like a Rorschach test where like Putin is winking behind you? In some way you saw that?
Привет, Buskiat.
But hey, look at this.
So yeah, see,
money.
See, that's Chinese money growing. All right, so that's why it's red.
That's why it's red.
And you can't actually trust it.
So it's not real money there.
No, pretty much cash out as soon as possible.
Okay.
And then take your yuan renminbi and buy almost any other currency that's widely accepted. I'm talking Norwegian kroner. I'm talking Swiss francs. Anything's better than that shit.
I'm getting vibes from this. I'm just looking at it, and it's like.
Oh, that hex grid on that red is looking tasty. It looks like a good sear mark.
Yeah, I like that little watermark because the thing
quarter
is
turn.
The watermark, I think it kind of gives a little bit of a little depth to it, so it's not just red Chinese communist money.
Oh yeah,
it's what do you think about all this anti-China talk?
Isn't
your cousin from China?
My cousin is from China. You've met him plenty of times. You've met my cousin.
I think so. At least twice.
Ching? Yeah, you met Ching.
Yeah.
Is he still Does he still a troll, or is he back to Ching?
I mean,
because he changed his name for a while.
I mean, I grew up with him, right? So Ching is always going to be what I call him. Like, I'm never going to call him Latrell because I grew up with him, and before the phase of the scraping and the
hyphy movement.
Drugs and, I mean, his uncle and his aunt with the restaurant, it's going great, especially during the pandemic. But I don't know, Ching's been kind of out of the picture for a while.
I haven't heard heads or tails of that dude.
I haven't seen him in a long time.
Like, don't get me wrong.
He's a bit older than us, so
I'll call Ching whatever he wants. I'll call Latrell whatever name. It's 2020 after all, but that dude needs to tell me.
It's true.
Yeah, I used to score. It was probably maybe 5 or 6 years ago. I would score Coke from him sometimes. I mean, I would score I'd buy Coca-Colas to
6 packs
to my friends.
By the way, invest in Coca-Cola. The dividend EX date is on the 20th, so buy it as soon as you can to make sure you get that nice 2.3.
And the red is a different color code than the Chinese flag.
Yeah. No, that's the good red. That's America red.
Yeah.
What was the last time? I think the last time I saw it, because I used to do videos with Ching.
Right.
Oh man, are we going the way back in time?
We're gonna go all the way back in time, and we're gonna take just so we can take a quick little break.
I'm turning to dust right now.
So we can get more beers.
This is how old I am. I'm turning to dust.
Yeah. So for those out there who haven't seen, this is a
360p.
This is 360p.
360p.
This is Mark's cousin Ching. We're gonna do a quick little commercial break right now, y'all folks. But watch it, man. This is Mark's cousin from back in the day. He used to. This was back when you could still go in behind Golden Gate Fields to teach your kid driving. That's why I learned to drive back there.
Yeah.
And you could also learn to scrape back there. And so we went back there. Me and Ching went back there and did a video. He went by Latrell this time. I don't know if he's still. Hey, Latrell, if you're out there, reach out to me, man.
Reach out to anyone, Latrell.
Hey, Ching.
People want to see. Okay, he's Ching. Ching, reach out to us.
I mean, you can call him Latrell. It's fine.
Yeah, because the thing is, if I ever called him Ching, he would get pissed. He made sure I called him Latrell, and that's kind of baked into my memory.
That is true.
Yeah. Anyways, we're gonna switch to that real quick, and we'll be right back, folks. But check this out. This is some real deep shit here.
Oh, hey! How you doing, man? 2-year hiatus. We out here,
We're back, right?
Yeah.
Back at, what were you slapping?
It's Prophet Boys, hailing out of Oakland, I think.
AC Transit.
Prophet Boy, AC Transit, Good song, man.
It was wet.
Pink Dummy, AC Transit, yeah. That song, so good song. This baby, Candy Green, hatchback Civic. This car so. Oh yeah, keep some crack in there, 13s. 13-inch rim, This is how we do it. In the Albany, in the Chinatown, OG Calculus crew all have 13-inch rims. Hatchback trunk, you open this up, I usually put the crack in there, and you just put the cover on and the popo no see. Yes, it's great, yeah. Support our troop, US out of Iraq. I don't like Iraq war, And biohazard, Yeah, biohazard, because I'm a hazard to community, because I sell crack,
What kind of tricks are you going to be doing here today?
Scraping. Some scraping and crack, and then some small scraping, Yeah!
It's a track slayer's beat. Prophet boy. AC Transit. AC train. Niggas get hypey on the AC trains. Going up, round, swag, I'm going dumb, diddy dumb. And I'm so hypey with my mug and my grill shine so brightly. You won't like me.
Woo!
So you like doing that a lot?
That's how I do, man.
But do you still think about your parents?
You know, I guess I do sometime, you know, so. Turn off camera. I don't know, like, how I do, you know. They don't like my crack, you know. They don't like my crack deal, you know.
Yeah.
That's like another reason I don't tell you I get kicked out of the Panda, you know.
Yeah.
And the crack deal, you know. I won't tell anybody else this, you know. It's a tough crack dealing. It's fucking tough, you know. So, oh man, you know. I get shipment from China, you know. They say, oh, it's not high quality crack, you know. They say, oh yeah, it's watered down, you know. I get mad. I go to China, I beat people up. I go to Italy, I beat people up. I come back, I have to beat people up all the time, you know. And the parents out there support me, you know. Make me tired, you know. And that's why I hide behind these stunner shade, you know.
Hey.
These are flower, you know. Flower have crack. Yeah, you know. It's a little bit of crack in the daisy, you know, like the Benjamin, you know, the money have a trace amount of cocaine, you know. It's interesting. Come back here, you know. See all your old people, you know. Long time. 2 years. Selling crack.
And I know you can't stand it. Going 18 on the AC transit.
Woo!
Oh,
Hey, that was exciting, dude. We're
I'm
back. And we're
I'm an
back,
old man.
dude. We're back like that.
That was
No, we're not
Ching.
doing it. We're not sending an attractive lookalike.
lookalike.
We're not sending an attractive lookalike to anyone's high school reunion. Although I should.
I don't have that kind of money.
Yeah, that would be cool. I do kind of want to watch that. It seems intriguing. But hey, we're back here. We're back live with the people. This little bit of crack in the daisy. Yep. Flower have crack, dude.
Just a little bit of crack.
Dude, your cousin was fucking crazy
He was
back in the
insane.
day. Dude.
Was?
He was on some shit.
Is?
Seriously. Like, I'm shocked that he was in videos with you before I was.
I like that he was, and this is like way before I even tried blow. Like he was just fucking dude. He was tooting shit in front of me. He was fucking
Blowing kazoos.
He was blowing kazoos.
He said biohazard. He's a hazard.
He was a hazard, dude.
Yeah.
He was a crazy motherfucker. I love that guy though.
Yeah.
I really hope he reaches out at some point because I would love to get him back in the mix.
Yeah.
But you know,
I'm sure.
And yeah, you know, I got other stories about him, but you know, we don't want to bog the whole thing down with Latrell's stories.
True.
I mean, we can.
God.
I'm happy to talk about
He'd be
Latrell.
pissed about it, probably.
Yeah.
How did you guys talk about me for an hour without me being in the room?
That's
Also
true.
true.
But that would create that. See, that's the thing. That would
Attention.
create something that he would get hyped because he gets hyped about shit. Like he gets really fucking pissed.
So what?
about
You're gonna
shit.
That's
like
true.
bait him into coming on the show all hot?
I might have to have him come on the show hot.
Oh my god,
Dude,
risks.
he was fucking That's the thing. I just don't want him to like steal any of my equipment because the thing is, this equipment like isn't that expensive individually. It would probably be hard to
Valid
pull off a
concern.
heist, but like all together.
Yeah, I'm over here on a
this is,
$20
like,
mic.
This is like my entire life.
But what is this bad boy over here that you got? You look like you can bludgeon a man to death with yours.
Oh, are we really getting into the
Yeah.
fucking microphone
Dude,
thing?
Your mic is like the size of my head. Like,
Yeah.
And I don't have a small head.
Your mic is
Jesus.
like the
Like,
size of my penis.
Imagine
It's amazing.
how much you can
Lucky
pick
you.
up on this mic.
What?
Like, look at my mic.
Uh-huh.
Look at it.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, look at this.
Hey, there's history behind that mic.
Right here.
Oh,
That mic was
Yes.
gifted to me by 2 EPA attorneys who I made a video for very cheap about climate change. I was fucking helping save the world, and they bought that mic, and they were like, Spencer, you did such a good job on this video. You keep that mic. That's a historical mic right there. So how dare you,
Mark, who
insult
manufactures that mic?
Probably Xi Jinping.
Probably.
Radio Shack, which is probably
But you know,
owned by Xi
manufactures
Jinping,
that
but,
mic
you know.
is probably freaking.
Probably a European company like Sorensen or Shure
Yep.
or maybe even Logitech.
Yep. I bet the outer thing like has mink in it or some kind of blend.
Oh no, it's probably like chromium moly. Like that thing again, you could probably bludgeon a man to death with it.
Are you
how
talking about
sturdy
my
it is.
mic?
Yeah, well, no, I'm talking about my mic over here
Yeah,
with its
no,
fucking
I'm talking about this
brushed
EPA
aluminum.
Piece of shit. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I mean, sorry, piece of history.
I told you that one has sentimental value.
Historical.
This one, no, that one's sentimental value. This this was my dad's old mic. And when I brought this one down to do the podcast with my dad, he has like a newer, nicer mic, and he had given me this one. He was like,
there's a sign of quality right there.
Like,
that thing has survived two essentially producers.
Yeah, he was like, oh, this one is this still working, huh? That's just some Chinese knockoff. So you're not off about the Xi Jinping. I mean, but it's I think it's pretty good quality.
That no. If that thing's more than 20 years old, that's a Japanese knockoff. Back when the Japanese made quality products too. Nah, you can't bullshit me.
This is just what my dad tells me. I'm not planting my flag anywhere. But I'm drunk. Now.
What?
Really?
Actually, yeah. I could.
Because I had the Brother Thelonious. I had that one. It's like 8%. Now I'm working on this, and I gotta say, Mark, you were like, you're gonna like this one. You know, I'm not an IPA guy, right?
It's a pale ale. It's not an IPA.
Here's the thing. When
Verified true.
When I took that first sip of it, it gave me the same vibe that a lot of IPAs give me, which is body odor. It feels like I'm tasting the smell of armpit juice.
Which is what hops coincidentally do smell like.
I'm late to the IPA party. You know, like IPAs literally
not
didn't
late.
exist in Springfield.
There never should have been a party.
2017.
Also, why aren't we calling them IPAs? This is so much more simple. It's less syllables.
IPA?
Yeah, IPAs.
IPAs.
I don't like HIPAA. I don't like IPA. I don't like IPAs. I don't like none of that shit.
You don't like protecting your own medical...
From randos?
From
No.
randos?
If I got fucking AIDS, I think people should know.
I mean, okay, all right.
You're not having sex with everyone. What the frick?
I think...
Whoa!
What?
He's trying, though.
I'm trying to.
Okay, valid.
I'm a disgusting person.
In all fairness, though, that is a due diligence. He does have an obligation to inform.
Obligation to sex. Wait,
yes.
Whoa,
in the hypothetical scenario,
I took it to another level. You know, here's the thing. I've never actually had sex before. I don't know if either of you guys know this.
False.
I've been preserving myself.
False.
I've been preserving myself for just the right person at the right time. And, you know, I'm in no hurry.
False.
I'm getting there.
Cut to my face.
Huh?
Cut to my face.
I'm good. You're on. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I hope you guys know that the whole thing that I was just saying was in humor and good taste.
It was jokes. Sometimes fiduciaries make jokes.
Imagine if HIPAA wasn't a thing. Oof.
If HIPAA wasn't a
That'd be
thing,
rough.
oh my god.
So here's a fun story. My stepsister's ex-husband.
Stepsister's
and my
ex-husband.
ex-fiance.
Okay.
It's not what you think.
I'm barely thinking.
So she worked for my ex worked for a baby photography company where they would take.
Is that the joke?
Well, she was a photographer, and one of her clients, one of her photography things was baby photography, newborn photography. They had their newborn.
Oh yeah,
they want
you gotta
quality
spend $200 to make this baby look good.
I
Exactly.
remember seeing one of them
Exactly.
with like angel wings. and
They're
stuff
hustling.
Like that.
They're hustling, dude. So she
Stop sexualizing cherubs.
Yeah, for real. For real, Mark. Stop sexualizing
No,
cherubs.
it's not me.
No, but she worked. So listen, this
It's not
ties
my
in.
fault the carpet store
Guys,
has,
this
like-
ties into HIPAA. I had a point
Okay.
here. So she would take pictures of these babies when they're newborn. Like people, they want pictures of the baby feet. Like they have all these baby pictures. And I hope I'm not like snitching on her right now, but this is in Springfield, and I'm just in character, and this is fictional, so I'm not snitching on anyone. So one day she was like showing. She was like, oh my, because sometimes obviously there's HIPAA, you can't you can't just like put this on your Facebook page. This is someone's baby, right?
Yeah.
But sometimes like if she had a picture that she really liked, she would sneak a little picture with her phone and like show me and be like, look at this cute baby, da da da.
Okay.
Sure.
And so she was over at my dad and stepmom's place, and my stepsister and her ex-husband were there, and she was showing us the pictures, and he's a doctor, right?
Okay.
And she's like, blah, 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 like, hey, look at this cute baby, like, look at this cute baby. And everyone's like, oh, just kind of like, oh, like, no one remembers. We're all, like, drunk. Like, no one remembers. We're like, oh. And then and this is why he's the ex-husband around here, just out of nowhere, the doctor is like, I think that's a HIPAA violation.
Yep. I think that baby had Lemus or Lumus. What was that thing from House that killed everyone?
Lupus?
Yeah, lupus. This baby has lupus. This isn't a joke anymore.
Oh my god.
IPA is a pale ale, bruh. Oh, fucking dunked on by the chat, dude.
I mean,
It's true.
it's
Viva.
literally in the acronym.
No, well, You know how the IPA has its name, right? Indian Pale Ale.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So it started during British expansion to India.
Uh-huh.
So they would ship
These awful tasting beers because they
Right.
wouldn't
Oh my
spoil
gosh, not
on the
awful.
boats.
Okay.
He
They wouldn't
agreed.
spoil on the shipment
cut
back
that,
to
cut
England.
that scene. He agreed.
What did he say? I'm drunk. He said.
So
they're
there's
awful?
so unfortunately IPAs, their history has like a nice thick layer of colonialism around it. But I'm sorry, I'm late to this party that these two hate. But
Yep.
I for some reason like IPAs. You know, ask my girlfriend. I used to not like them, and she remembers.
You were wise
girlfriend?
then.
I have a girlfriend.
I think you can see Spencer dying slowly. Were you saving yourself for him? Should I leave?
Yeah, we'll talk about this later.
Okay, we'll
We
talk
can
about
talk
this
about
later.
this.
At the carpet store? So it's nice and
Yeah, come-
sound dampened?
Come by the carpet store. It'll be very sound damp. We have an insulated room. Oh yeah, we have our wall carpets that insulate a whole room. So no
Yeah,
one can hear
do that
nothing.
shit Moscow style.
Little secret chamber. You know, you could be fucking bleeding out a live pig in there. And
Yep.
nobody would know.
Put trash bags on the floor, wrap it all up later.
recent project you underwent.
I mean, isn't that halal? Just bleed out the pig, right?
Pig? Halal and pig?
Wait, can they not eat pig? I thought that was only
No,
Jewish folk.
It's haram. Pig is haram.
Yeah.
But unless you bleed it out the way we do at Kinahan's Carpets. If you want a haram, if you want a halal pig, are you tired of all your pigs being haram? Come on down to Kinahan's Carpets. We'll make that pig halal AF,
Okay,
and no one will
anyone-
hear it. No one will hear the.
Anyone-
I can verify. Hashtag verified.
Anyone watching that actually doesn't eat pork, sorry.
Lo siento.
Lo sientos.
That's not the right
Pardon.
language. But that's what I
Otra,
say.
oh, no, the joke. Otra vez. Do the joke again.
Otra vez. Otra vez.
I'm just kidding.
Uno más, por favor.
Uno más joke, por
Hey,
favor.
yo hablo un poco español porque tengo un maestro de español.
Ah, sí, claro que sí.
Es muy...
Qué rico.
¿Qué?
Qué rico, how rich.
No.
Es un gringo habla español,
No.
pero es una
No,
biblioteca.
yo pago mi maestro de español en cervezas del carpet store de mi tío y tía.
Ah,
Sí,
okay.
sí.
Also,
sí.
for everyone who didn't think, yes, Mark speaks Spanish.
Yeah. That's actually how I met Mark. Mark, you were in my Spanish class in high school. I used
Yeah.
to think that was back when before I knew you.
Springfield's fucking good at that shit, y'all.
And I thought you were hardcore before I met you because you hung out with the knife-wielding, psychotic motherfuckers.
Why are we even bringing them up? Are you trying to get them coming on the podcast all hot
I think
too?
they should come on
Absolutely.
the
I would
podcast.
love to have any knife-wielding motherfucker on the podcast,
He
bro.
already has had knife-wielding motherfuckers. on the
That's
podcast.
true.
Mark, I remember one of my first memories of you, our interactions before we were actually friends, was I had just been to like one of my first dances.
For context, Spencer has look at me, insane memory for like moments that have happened. You don't understand. Insane. He remembers like gestures people made. It's nuts.
Yeah.
It still blows my mind. Mo can attest to this too.
Yeah, I think every
Insane.
time I've ever made a video with him, he remembers all the weird jokes we made off camera. It's amazing.
Why else would you be making videos if not for these like great moments? But
That are not on camera. That's the part that weirds me out. It's not like I think, oh, Spencer just watched the video again and he remembered it. No.
Oh, yeah.
It's a trigger memory where he watches the video and then his brain goes, do you remember what else happened that day?
speaking of which, we're gonna put on Leave It to Shrew dirty version for the next break. Not right now. But I was telling a story about Mark before we were friends, but I knew you were in my Spanish class. And I had just been to one of the high school dances where they were playing a lot of hip hop, which I was fairly new to,
Hippity hop.
but I enjoyed it. And this is really what got me into hip hop. It wasn't necessarily the lyrics. It was kind of the beats, but it was more importantly the fact that when the beats were playing at the high school dance, all these girls who just seemed all nice and quiet would just be rubbing their asses up
Oh my
against you.
gosh. Yeah.
I was like, whoa.
It awakened them.
Holy mackerel! It awakened them. It awakened me. You know, hip hop has a magic to it.
Yeah.
And so, I was very hyped after a long night of grinding on a Friday night, and I was back in class Monday morning. Some people were talking about, oh, this and this happened on the dance, you know, some little drama, whatever. I was like, hey, that dance was pretty cool, man. Like, we were having some fun. And I did this, right? And then I just remember, Mark, I remember seeing you out of the corner of my eye, kind of looking at me, trying not to laugh with some other, like, cool people you were talking to. And you just went, raise the roof.
Ooh.
And from that day on, you were my enemy. And I've
Frenemies, best
and I've
frenemies.
strung you along as my friend this whole time. But
buddy.
really, how's that beer treating you, Mark?
My stomach feels weird.
Yeah, I mean, you did bring it, but I did open it for you, and so I'm just glad that you're here now with me.
That's true.
It's also curious because it's actually a cider. That's why it doesn't taste like garbage.
Yeah, yeah. Shout out to you giving yourself the tasty guava beer and giving me the thing that tastes like fucking armpit juice, by the way.
All right. Well, okay, it's a pale ale called Gummy Worms. It's quite good.
It's no Brother Thelonious.
It literally has like a hint of like a gummy worm taste. But Spencer, in all of his wonderful sensibilities, just doesn't like the word pale or ale combined.
That's the thing about pale ales. Once you're drunk enough, you don't care that it tastes like armpit
Also,
juice.
that's
true.
all
I should have given it
booze?
to you first.
Now
You're
I'm
right.
okay with
You're
it.
right.
Now I'm okay with it.
You're right.
I feel like that's all booze. I feel like that's why Kraken and Sailor Jerry rum are actually still alive, because enough drunk people just keep buying them.
Valid. Ooh. Story. Wait, you're talking about like 10th grade homecoming dance, right?
Probably, yeah.
Dude, do you guys remember, I won't say his name, but remember one of our classmates drank a whole Crystal Geyser bottle of vodka and passed out in the bathroom and had to get his stomach pumped?
Stomach pumped, I remember that.
Yeah, do you
I
remember this?
don't remember that part,
remember
but I
this?
do remember,
I remember
some
the
7
news
Up
about
and
it.
Sprite bottles that were strangely guarded by certain individuals.
Oh, yes. That's also a classic move that
Yep,
I remember
yep.
too. No, this dude literally almost died.
Let me
And then
waterfall
ended up
that
being
Sprite.
fine.
No, you may not.
That's the reason we had to have breathalyzers at dances the whole rest of high
That's
school.
right.
Yeah.
That's right. We had. I totally forgot about that. That's a normal thing at dances.
Oh man, you know,
Breathalyzers.
it became normalized. That was
Oh my gosh! Wait, post COVID, how are they going to do breathalyzers at dances?
The
yeah.
kids can get fucked up again. Woo! Hey, boomers, y'all better get fucked up in high school, baby.
Yep.
Fuck that shit. These bitches are too scared
Silver
to breathe
linings.
on them. Bring your shit in, drink it, hold your breath, take some sips under your mask, you know what I'm saying? Get real fucked up for those dances, kids, because, you know, what else are you going to do? Hey, and by kids,
As
I
a
mean people
fiduciary,
21 and over who were not in, was his name Eli? No, it wasn't Eli.
Wow.
He was trying, he said one man's garbage is another man's good ungarbage. I think he's talking about IPAs.
Valid.
So
IPAs.
you got, IPAs, sorry.
Pretty good.
I like using syllables. I like overusing
It's not.
syllables.
It's an acronym, but yes, syllables is also correct.
Or like really long acronyms.
Also, as a
Like
fiduciary,
HIPAA.
don't
HIPAA
advise
is an
underage
acronym, isn't
drinking.
HIPAA.
Sometimes the
That's funny 'cause
charges
it sounds like
can be
hippo.
very
Sorry.
expensive.
Wait, what expensive?
Wait,
Sorry,
say that
I
again?
missed you.
Charges for underage drinking can be very expensive. It can be detrimental to your financial health and well-being in the future.
True.
So don't get caught while you're doing it.
Bingo! Catch a charge, never a conviction, baby.
Bada bing, bada boom. Speaking of the dirty version, I'm gonna pull up the dirty version.
Please
We're
don't.
not gonna play it just yet.
Please
I do
don't.
want to talk about. Not
Have
only
mercy.
did we get busted, not only did we have breathalyzers as a normal thing in our dances after that, but that dance also was
Is that
was in the same era of when everyone on MySpace posted MySpace bulletins, and they said we were gonna have Wild Child Day. Because we had Spirit Week, so we had like a different costume every day, and then I think it was like Thursday. It's like Thursday or Friday is Wild Child Day, and then and then in the MySpace bulletins I said, "Hey everyone, Wild Child is code for pimps and hoes. Dress up if you're a guy, dress like a pimp. If you're a chick, dress like a hoe." And someone
I don't remember that.
you don't remember this
I
shit?
remember this so
Oh,
clearly.
no.
Yeah,
Our
dude.
color was pink, so
Yeah.
it was
Oh
like
yeah, our
pink
color was
pimps
pink.
and
It was
hoes.
the best.
Yeah, dude.
The pink story is pretty great, how
The
we
pink-
became the pink colored class. But
Shout out to El Presidente.
can you two name, maybe just first name for this person,
Yeah.
who I think of when I first think of the Pimps and Hoes Bulletin Day?
I believe
Rob?
it was one of the Alexes.
Rob, no. Yes, which Alex?
Tall football Alex, not the French.
No, the other one actually.
The French Alex?
Yes, I think of that one. Isn't that
That's who
amazing?
you... Yeah, kind of.
Yo, if Troy sees this, I would love Troy to remember this. Too.
I would love
'Cause
for someone
I'm
to-
positive Troy remember this.
I would love for someone to dig up this
100%.
photo at 240p.
Well, I just remember the whole thing that happened was they got it was in the news, like there was like a news article about Springfield High because local people were calling the police in the morning.
Yep.
Local Karens were calling the police in the morning
Yep.
because all these chicks were walking by looking like prostitutes, and all the guys had this pimp outfits on.
For
And they
reference,
thought they literally called the cops saying there's prostitution,
streetwalkers.
there's open prostitution going on in the street.
It
Fucking
was
Springfield High class of 08, baby. We won't fuck
Springfield
around.
we don't fuck around. We pink,
Oh,
we
don't
angry, we party hard. Also, real talk,
Oh,
for
no.
context for anyone who doesn't understand, Springfield High School literally had bedroom community houses across the street. So that's why the cops got immediately called.
Yeah.
Yep.
Not like some of you country places where there's nothing else around a high school somehow.
Yep.
We were in the middle of it. You know, kids will walk across the street
Those high school
looking like
villages have,
hoes.
like an open field.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
And also a parking lot. We didn't have that.
Oh, I can't look at my old videos. That's a problem.
Whoa.
Mark, take over some. You tell me about something, but I don't look at the screen. Stay off the screen, man.
Do you have any questions for aspiring
Do
fiduciary?
you have any questions for aspiring fiduciary like Mo?
Sure. Okay, you mentioned earlier that because we're millennials, we can't really buy houses.
This is correct.
Okay. But
Unless
yet-
your mom and dad do it for you.
True. Yet we live in one of the cheapest housing markets in California.
This is correct.
Springfield and Springfield County.
Yeah.
So, how come we still can't afford to buy houses? Can you explain this to me?
It is because, so recently it's a phenomenon of everyone that's roughly 125 miles away in places like where I went to school in Berkeley are saying, fuck living in this terrible city full of homeless people, heroin, and weird house prices and rent prices, and are now buying houses in our old neighborhood, which is driving up the price because they're literally just dropping cash. They don't have to do any kind of loan. They don't have to come in with any sort of mortgage insurance. Cash. Cash is still king, especially when it comes to these kind of assets.
Jeez.
And you know, as millennials, we got hit with essentially now 2 recessions. So any sort of like liquid savings we had on the market, if you didn't pull out in an appropriate time, like me, you might still be looking at yourself going like, "Wow, how did I lose so much?"
Yeah.
And you can't even, because one of the strategies for, especially for a life event, is what's called, where you can cash out. You can cash out your retirement, your IRA, to buy a home. That's a secret tip, hot tip, ladies and gentlemen. But if you're like a millennial like us, and you're like, what money in my IRA? What is even an IRA? No one set this up for me. My grandpappy only gave me bonds.
The only IRA we know about is IRA Glass.
Yeah, or if you're like me and a huge nerd, the Irish Republican Army, which you know,
Exactly.
now I'm
That's
probably on the list
IRA.
for.
Hey, that's what I was gonna say. The IRA, because in college we made a video where the story was the RAs were corrupt. It was like corrupt cops, but they were the RAs, the resident advisors or whatever they're called. Because they would always be writing people up in Santa Cruz Springfield Cruz, whatever. I'm done.
No, you went to school out there. I remember. It was 125 miles away.
Yeah, but fucking. We had this whole thing about so there was this gang of like corrupt cops, like corrupt RAs
Really?
that were fucking people up.
What? I don't remember this.
It was called regulated abuse, RA, because we kept
Nice.
getting written up for smoking weed, and we were hell of annoyed at them. So we were like, okay, let's just have this like really brutal, just awful villain gang of corrupt RAs that are fucking people up,
Oof.
and then they end up getting taken down from the inside by a guy who's a member of the IRA, and this character goes, wait. IRA, what, the Irish Republican Army? And he goes, no, you idiot, Internal Residential Affairs.
Never mess with internal affairs, kids.
Yeah,
That's
dude.
how you get charges and convictions.
Yeah, dude, that
What a
was
classic.
You just reminded me of that shit. And so speaking of old videos, this is one that
Please don't.
you don't want me to do it.
Have mercy.
Do it.
That means he's going to do it now because I've actually asked for mercy. He's
No,
gonna
I
do
mean,
it.
well, now that you said mercy, okay, give me an argument as to why I shouldn't show this one.
I would like to apologize for Latinos for the way I portray a Latino character. And
I think
again,
you're going to
kid...
apologize to communists, too.
No, I don't apologize for communists.
That's also true.
Wait, aren't you supposed to say Latinx?
That's also what I would like to apologize for because I'm still not entirely sure how to pronounce that.
Or is it Latinx?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Like and Latinx, like when I say it like Latinx, it almost sounds like I'm making fun of it, and it's
Doesn't
not a thing I want to make fun
Hassan,
of.
What
Hassan
about-
has an argument where he claims to not use Latinx.
Yeah, I don't use it. Well, I would
Have
say
you heard of Hassan Piker, the Twitch streamer?
No, I don't.
Political
I stay away
commentary?
from Twitch and a lot of Amazon
Valid.
products.
But I'll show you this dude because the political commentary is pretty good.
Okay.
He doesn't use Latinx anymore.
well,
And I forgot what his argument was.
I think if anything, you should say Latinx.
Latina keys.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah.
Latinx.
I mean, you're
Like
still
X.
Latinx. Come on, that's add an insult to injury. You know.
And see, this is why I was saying, like, I didn't know how to pronounce it. That's a very good point, Latinx.
Right.
So yes, I would like to apologize to all the Latinx, all the
Latinx.
he's,
Are there any other
she's,
groups
theys,
we need to
thems.
apologize before we watch this?
Anyone the name from
I mean, the last
Springfield-
one we should have apologized to anyone that has an Asian accent. So.
Yeah, I would like to apologize to anyone named Masao.
Is that a common name?
I don't think so.
Hey, and on the Asian accent thing, that was one thing that a white person gave me shit in
White.
college about. They said, "Wow, how does Mark feel about this offensive exploitation of Asian culture for a few cheap laughs?"
They weren't cheap. They were good laughs.
Just because you recorded my cousin?
Exactly, and I'm like, dude,
I don't think they're cheap.
it was
laughs.
improv. Yeah, the thing is,
You're
like,
literally documenting a person's
like he came
Yeah.
up with his character.
It's a snapshot of an immigrant's story.
And in a
Like-
way, if you never recorded that, no one would know about this story, this experience,
Right.
this history.
Yeah.
Right. Like
That was
this is cemented in YouTube history.
That was a full-on identity crisis. Like
It really
It was
was.
It was like an identity journey.
This is a
basically.
vignette in a human's life. This isn't a joke.
I mean, he's my relative, and I mean, this is just how life goes. You talk shit about your relatives, but
Yeah.
dude was literally wearing a Ferrari T-shirt. Who wears a Ferrari?
I don't even know where you
shirt in
acquire
2008?
one.
Like, is he from Italy? Is he from Eastern Europe? No.
No.
There's so many questions. Like,
Did he go to the Ferrari store in Vegas?
exactly?
Maybe?
Probably
Also, why would you do that?
valid. Like, who actually shops there?
Yeah, seriously, if you want to be actual balling these days, you got to be wearing a Yves Saint Laurent, and you got to refuse to use an English accent for it. And you got to always call it Yves Saint Laurent.
Yeah. What was that brand that had to stop making that one polo because of the Proud Boys?
Oh,
The black and yellow polos.
was
Gosh,
it
what brand
Armani?
is that? No, it's which one is it?
Damn, I'm so bummed out
Versace?
about that because I wanted to get. I'm hella bummed out.
No,
about
no,
that.
it was the one
Wait,
that was.
you're the last person that can wear that now.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm hella bummed out about that. I wanted to get one of those shirts because the Proud Boys finally came out as like being down for the cause. You know what I mean?
No, I
And
don't.
now it's
What?
Please
cause?
expound.
no. They openly came out as like we're a white supremacist organization, or like they.
Oh.
I guess technically
No,
they didn't. but
anti-Semitic is
one of their
like,
big but like one of their main dudes was like, "Hey, let's stop beating around the bush. We're fighting against white genocide. We're like white.
Oh,
you know,
yeah,
it's
the
like
white
that whole
genocide.
weird. Yeah, dude, it's crazy. But the internet's fucking crazy right now.
I
The
think my
fucking
favorite
people are
part.
crazy.
Have you seen the leader and what he looks like?
Wait, isn't
Gavin
this the same
McInnes?
guy that put a dildo up his ass to prove that he doesn't hate gay people?
You talking about Gavin
the one
McInnes?
right below him, one of his like
Ah, yes.
lieutenants or whatever,
Mhm.
literally Latino.
Yeah.
Probably married to a white
Hey,
lady.
that's Latina keys to you.
Yeah,
Sorry,
right.
Latina.
Pinche pendejo. Okay.
Oh, pardon.
Hey, 27 Triumph says, I bought a Ferrari keychain flashlight in Hong Kong at a fake Ferrari store.
There's where you buy this.
Oh.
That's actually in a weird
Maybe
way.
that's what
That's the
Ching
most
wanted.
legit Ferrari item I've ever heard of.
That
Because Ching sold me some apparel items back in high school, too, that he got in Hong Kong, so I couldn't see.
I mean, if he can hook me up with like a Fetty
That's true.
bag, I'm cool with that.
That's true. Do you remember?
Or again,
do
Yves
you
Saint
remember
Laurent.
the hoodies that had a similar texture to this thing on the wall?
Oh,
Remember the
with
ba-
those
the babe
babes?
hoodies?
Fapes. They were fake babes.
Oh yeah,
Fake
fake
He sold-
babes.
Dude, he got me one of those for $20. I still have it. Best
Dude.
best clothing
Fake
investment I've
babes
ever
are
had.
surprisingly
Paper fit
amazing.
now, but
So, real talk, I want to give a shout out real quick to everyone who is still rocking Bape in like South Korea and Japan. I don't know
It's pretty
how,
impressive.
but it's amazing.
it's pretty impressive.
I'm about to start rocking them in Springfield.
Might as well, baby, especially when it's good and cold.
Yep.
They
That's what I'm
actually-
saying. It was actually really comfortable.
Fun
It was
fact,
$20 was
Ching
great.
was telling me how the market for Babes had a huge dive in 2016 and 17.
Yep.
For some reason, they went back to retail. And then 2018-19, I think they started to become popular again, just ironically, with Zoomers.
Ironically, with Zoomers, and also I believe there's like this small little pop in Korean and Japanese rap at the time. There's a
Nice.
great song called Ichijima. There's a great artist called Ko who also dropped a couple of hot tracks with American rappers in it. So he had a small little pop. Anyone's wondering, he is a rapper literally with the Mona Lisa tattooed on his neck. It's actually really well done.
Wow.
Hey, I don't know who did it, but this one chick was telling me this one time about how some rapper got a tattoo of Anne Frank on his face.
Why?
But he said, he said he calls her Zan Frank
Why?
because he likes Xanax. It was like a Xanax pun. It was like a prescription drug pun that was also
Kids, drugs rot your brain. Kids, drugs rot your brain. Don't do prescription drugs
Don't do
when you
prescription-
don't
hey,
need them.
The keyword is prescription drugs, and also do research into what people will label as drugs, because if it grows in the ground and they're labeling it as drugs and they don't want you to fuck with it, that might be something real. But if it
Dude,
does,
what
but if
the
it's chemically manufactured,
Yeah, exactly.
you know,
Like when it's an
watch
over-the-counter script, and it has I don't know, hydro something, oxy something, even if it's oxybutynin, which is usually fine. Don't take it if you don't need it.
It's
Don't.
true.
out. Mark, you ain't never done no OxyContin?
Why are you trying to make him commit crimes on this podcast
trying
right
to-
now?
Mark,
Don't catch no charges.
You ain't never sniffed no No, I'm just playing. Mark, you ain't never.
Do
freebased
people
on
are
Oxy-
people down to sniffing it now? Good Lord.
That's impressive.
This one chick in college that I was fucking with was like freebasing it one night when I was over.
Good Lord.
And I tried a little bit of it, I'm not gonna lie, but it didn't do anything for me though. You can't freebase OxyContin. It's stupid. I don't know even why she was doing that. It's stupid.
That's what I'm saying. Like, at a certain point, you are actually a drug addict. If you are finding new ways to do a drug you are getting bored of.
Yeah, dude. Fuck all that. Fuck OxyContin. Fuck. I've never tried heroin. You know, I don't support all those like drugs that are like ego, that either make you all lazy or like ego inducing and like just burn you out. But you know, there is something to be said for psychedelics. But I'm gonna save that for another podcast.
I mean, we could do a whole hour about mushrooms.
I got a psychedelic chick coming on next week. She wants me to take mushrooms on the podcast. I'm like,
I
might microdose beforehand. I'm not gonna do it.
I don't recommend that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it. I'll probably microdose.
Especially on camera. That is a way to catch a charge.
No, I'm not. Intense. I mean, that's the whole thing. It's like, you know, there's characters and stuff. You know, if we weren't in Springfield, I would totally agree. But you know, we're not in Springfield anymore. Like,
I believe Oregon has legalized all of it, or is that
we're
Seattle?
in Oregon right now.
That's right. No, I think it's Oregon.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Springfield is actually and that's what we need to let the viewers know. Springfield is an interdimensional portal to different places.
Yeah.
So we're in Oregon and California at the same time.
So sometimes our football team will play Night Vale. Like, that's the kind of dimension shit we're working with right here, okay? Mm-hmm. This is how I know so much about so many things, is because I've actually been a lot of places, but not in this current space-time. Shit's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I would never grow up anywhere else, though, because of these immense opportunities.
Yeah. Hey, before we put on Leave It to Shrew Dirty version,
oh God,
I'm going to give you a chance to... Well, it's something we made at Springfield High for the purpose...
Back at your mama's house?
My mom's house. I think we shot it at our friend's house mostly, but...
Definitely your mom's pool.
Yeah, no, that's not...
Shout out to your mom, nice lady.
Yeah, she's cool. This is part of the... No, this shot you're looking at in particular was shot at the pool, but this is a part of the quick hip-hop montage of the beginning, like our logo thing. That's not actually it, but it was... So it was Taming of the Shrew. High school English, Taming of the Shrew.
I think it was freshman?
Freshman year. No, sophomore year. It was sophomore year. It was sophomore year.
It was with what's her name?
Madeline.
Duberbeck. Yeah, and Madeline's in it. Some other people are in it.
Madeline, nice lady.
Hopefully no one's full names in this, but if they are, no one's watching this, so we're good.
That year?
I don't think so. But also, cut before the credits, because I think we do put everyone's names in there.
Oh. Okay. I'll cut before the credits. Well, here's the thing, but okay, I have to skip to after the credits, because that's when the the part where you...
Oh, yes.
That is true.
That's true.
That's the whole best part of this whole video.
One of the most important parts of the video.
Yeah.
That's true.
So this is the dirty version of Leave It to Shrew. We'll be right back, folks. We're going to go pee while you guys watch this amazing art.
Wash your hands before and after peeing.
Mm-hmm. Adios.
Boy, my Betsy sure is a real stand-up lady.
Maybe so, but I think my Kathy is the swellest of dames.
She sure is.
My Kathy is as sweet as her apple pie. Say, I'd wager $50 that my wife is keener than yours.
Ha! Well, that's poor man's money. I'll raise you to $1. Hey, Scooter.
Yeah, Pop?
Come here a second, sport.
Okay, Dad.
Go tell your mother to come refill my plate with the delicious apple pie, as sweet as her smile.
Okay, Pop. Hey, Pop?
Yeah?
Mom won't come.
Scooter, go get Kathy for me.
Sure thing, mister. Yes, dear?
That's my girl. Looks like there's a Washington in your pocket with my name on it.
Ah, shucks. Here you go.
Kathy, go get Betsy for us, will ya?
Yes, dear.
Betsy, you made me look foolish. I lost 100 American cents because you weren't being a real stand-up lady and coming in when I asked. Now fetch me more apple pie, woman.
You were betting on me? I feel so used. You are a fool. Go get your own gosh darn pie. Betsy, don't talk that way. Your husband is your protector, your savior, your You're fireman. To speak poorly to your husband, why, that's just unladylike. Your husband works so hard all day while you stay home, warm and safe. The least we can do is love, powder our noses, and be truly obedient. I'm ashamed of women who don't make good wives for their husbands. Now, let's all have a nice, warm slice of apple pie. Here, dear. Just how you like it. Out, Snap.
Kiss me, Kathy. Hey there, sport. What you doing with this fine contraption?
Hi, mister. I'm practicing for my paper route.
Mom! Well, you be careful with this contraption. You just don't know modern technology these days.
Okay, sir.
Remember, kids, say no to communism. Hello, Mr. Mexican.
Sir, I'm not Mexican.
Yes, whatever, Carlos. Shouldn't you be gardening or something?
Sir,
Vámonos,
my
Carlos.
name's not-
Vámonos.
My name's not Carlos.
Sí, llama Carlos. Sí, llama Carlos. Llama Carlos.
No llama Carlos, pinche cabrón.
llama
Pinche
Carlos.
madre,
¿Qué,
esa pinga.
no, que comble. Qué asco. Ay, no me gusta.
The fuck does that mean? Fuck your shit. I fucked your wife.
Hey, my wife would never do such a thing.
Well, dear, that's not entirely accurate.
Shh, honey. The man we're talking.
Your son is my niño.
Fight like a communist.
And remember, kids, don't trust the white man. Screw you every time.
Good old Springfield, dude. We're back live on the air.
Good old Springfield.
Back live. I don't know. What did you guys think of that? Hey, let
I
us
think
know in
that's-
the comments.
I
Pretty
think that's
fucked.
great.
Hey, what's with all this anti-white racism? You know.
Is it racism if you're in the structure? I think we've literally had another episode. You've had another episode about this, haven't you already?
What's up
Am
with
I having
all this?
deja
What's
vu?
all this? Don't trust the white man. You know. This is I'm in the
Don't.
proud. I'm in the Proud Boys now. You know. I'm proud.
This is why I can't trust you. I invite you to a cookout and then you tell me in the Proud Boys. I can't fucking trust
I'm
you.
in the
How did you
I'm
fly
bringing-
back from DC so quickly?
Oh yeah, the Million MAGA
am I
March.
gonna get DC COVID because of you?
Well, I was at the Million MAGA March with no mask on. And some of us did get a little frisky with each other at the hotel afterwards.
Oh yeah,
but
did
we're
you get
not-
the punch initiation that turned into a
I'm
tickle
glad
fight?
y'all are proud boys, though. At least you're proud.
Something.
10,600 people, Million MAGA March.
Rioting in DC somehow. The white man can get away with rioting.
If you guys have ever explored Public Freakout on Reddit, oof,
No.
the content on
Some
there
of
this week.
my friends have been sending me shit.
Oh,
Reddit isn't
Yeah,
publicly
it's-
traded, so I don't
yeah.
fuck with it.
that subreddit is. That's a good point, actually. I'll stop.
Yeah, we're not promoting any shit that's not publicly traded anymore. Don't what? Don't bring the Proud Boys to the cookout.
Yes.
Don't cough in their
Specifically.
mouth.
Specifically, yes.
She just said don't.
Thinking of Proud Boys that
He
are
said penis
Republican.
pills. This chick I knew tried freebasing some random pills in my basement one time, and I tried that shit, threw up. Penis pills.
Yeah.
Dude, that's lit. Hey, if you're freebasing penis pills I'm sorry you threw up, man. I thought that would have given you like at least a 6-hour erection, if not a 4-hour.
Yeah, seriously, it's basically just nitrite, and that should make you feel hella strong for at least 10 minutes.
That's insane.
Yeah.
You fight like a communist.
Yep. With the power of the people behind me.
Amazing.
Dude, I love that people are we're talking about...
We have engagement, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, man, we're talking about freebasing pills. We're talking about racism, structural racism, Reddit. We're not talking about Reddit because...
We're talking about inclusion of name changes in Latinx's.
Latinx,
my apologies.
And,
Your son is my niño.
Your son is my niño. Hey, how did we weirdly predict the whole weird... Because you know how the alt-right's all, like, obsessed with, like, cuck, like the word cuck?
Yep,
and all,
cuckolding.
that's like, it's like this weird...
Wait.
They have... Yeah, you know,
Wow,
you know about that? They're always saying cuck because they have this weird...
They have a fear of their white wives being impregnated by people who look like me or Mark.
Yeah, literally, bro. That's literally, like... And the whole thing, it's weird because it's like...
It stems from that myth of the pool boy, right?
It's because...
Wait, no, I thought
because
the
of the
myth
video
is...
we made.
And the milkman.
No, the myth goes back to, like... whatchamacall? Like slave owning.
Like actual slave owning.
Yeah, it actually goes back to slave owning. That's insane.
And that's why they say like white genocide. It's not like actually rounding up white people and killing them. Their concept of white genocide is
this mythical
white people
idea of
having
purity
sex with people that aren't white, and like it's weird, dude. It gets there's fucking internet rabbit holes of like weird shit that people get.
And they've attempted to rebrand it 4 times. Ask me more about rebranding. It's fucking stupid how they've attempted to rebrand it.
But what if we spawned that from our video where you said the son is my niño?
Oh no, I feel like it's definitely a factor. Because if I remember correctly, that's one of your most popular videos. So I think it may have been a factor, especially at a key developmental point in some young, confused white boys' lives. Remember, we're talking, again, going back to what I said earlier about vignettes in other humans' lives. Like, potentially to someone, that's a quoted video.
Yeah, someone could have watched that and been like, wow, this is what they consider comedy. I have to do something.
Yeah, no, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's fucking crazy, bro.
Like, some stupid kid who was 13 watched our video, thought it was legit, showed it to their dad, and their dad started going like, I'm never gonna... My kids are all my kids! Or, you know...
It's like, dude, why are you projecting this?
Yeah. White people are really good at projecting. That's why projector sales are up right now.
Hey, and I'm speaking of projecting and white people. You don't have to be white. Well, everyone does astral projecting. Ask me about
false. Doctor Strange is white.
What?
Is the best astral projector in the game.
Wait, he does astral projections?
Yeah.
I never watched that.
Read a comic book.
I never read that comic book.
Seriously? Oh, there's one series of Doctor Strange, one book, I'm sure you've read it.
Probably.
Where him and Doctor Doom fight Mephisto.
Yes.
Have you read that one?
Yeah, to help...
It's like one of the few I've read, because my dad is really into Doctor Strange.
Yeah, Doctor Strange is also... Yeah.
And you'd think like, oh, Doctor Doom, he's evil. No, dude's an anti-hero and actually kind of a genius.
Yeah.
And that's why he always shows up all the time.
So... 4 minutes. I'm going to give myself 4 minutes. One of the reasons Doctor Doom is such a anti-hero is because one of the reasons he is trying to acquire as much power as humanly possible as quickly as possible and be the best at almost everything simultaneously. Yeah, MF Doom is because he is literally trying to free his mother's soul from Mephisto, who is Marvel's Satan, because apparently his mother made a deal saying, you're going to make my child brilliant in exchange for my soul. So he is trying to help his mom renege on a deal with devil.
Wow, that's pretty raw. I never knew about that.
And Doctor Strange signed up on it because he's like, I like helping people.
Also, Doctor Doom, as much of a scientist as he is, incredibly gifted in the mystical.
Yeah, apparently he went to the...
That's how they meet. They're at the like mystical meeting.
Yeah.
And then everyone dies except him and Strange.
Yeah.
And they have to go fight Mephisto.
Yeah, and I think it's also to like bring back all the monks in this magical Tibetan monastery back. Yep. Sick.
So this is how do I find this comic? It's Doctor Doom versus
one like thick graphic novel. It might be at my house.
Yeah.
Let me borrow it then.
I'll borrow it.
Because I do like graphic novels. I've read very few graphic novels, but one of the ones I really liked was Aliens Outbreak. You ever read that one?
No.
I know Aliens has really good graphics.
They have some really good Alien versus
You have to
Predator,
go back
all
in
the
time,
Alien
though.
shit's really good.
You have to go back in time because I feel like the modern Alien graphic novels are hot garbo.
Oh.
Like the ones we're talking about from
only
like
ones
90s.
I've seen are from the 90s. Oh. And I don't want to just... Well, here's what I will say. I hope someone does it, but one of like my dream... If I went down the Hollywood route, which is probably a little late in the game for that, but I always wanted to do a film adaptation of Aliens Labyrinth. Have either of you guys seen Aliens Labyrinth? Read it?
I may have. Is that where
Nope.
they're on a cube where a doctor's experimenting on them?
Yep.
Yeah.
And his whole backstory.
Yep.
That dude, his
Yo.
backstory. That
You
would
want to talk
be
about a
such
crazy
good-
driven guy?
That would be such a good fucking movie, and I want to make it, or I want someone good to fucking make it.
And not like an animated movie or a motion comic.
No, like a full ass
Wait, is it a
Hollywood
graphic
budget
novel? Yes.
A-list movie.
Gotcha.
Yeah, really fucking
Sounds like
good.
I have to read it.
Like,
Yeah.
I have it. I have
Okay.
I have this I have this thing with like 4 or 5 Alien comics in it, and that
Sweet.
one's in there.
Oh yeah,
I actually
Omnibus.
started writing the screenplay. I'm not gonna. I haven't finished it, but
I would love to read it. It sounds fun.
Nice.
It was also a I don't know if it was a novel first or a graphic novel because they have a book version of it too. And
I would
a
almost
graphic novel.
guarantee it's a graphic novel first,
Yeah.
because if it's from the 90s, graphic novels are hot.
Yeah.
Then later, I feel like it became more novelizations.
Yeah, it was. I've read. I have the novel and I have the graphic novel, and I will say, God, that would be a great fucking movie.
There's another one I think it's called Alien Origins, which tries to have one character try and like extrapolate about the origin of the aliens and how their homeworld is. That's one of my all-time favorites because the idea that the alien xenomorph is not the apex predator on a planet and potentially eating the entire planet leads to a lot of fun ideas about what else is on this goddamn planet.
Ooh, that's cool. So that kind of it strays away from the the Prometheus weird canon that they've done.
Yep.
Which I actually kind of like.
The Prometheus one makes a little bit more sense because, again,
Yeah.
what kind of planet does an alien xenomorph develop on
Yeah.
and that doesn't immediately essentially hunt itself into extinction?
Yeah, I know it's engineered by some crazy bastards that also made humans, which are also crazy bastards, and then they're ashamed that we're like these dumb, crazy bastard versions of what they are.
Yes, and so they want to
So
murder
cool.
us.
Yeah, love it, dude. Love that whole universe. Anything to do with the aliens universe, I can talk for
Hashtag
10 years
spoilers.
about it.
It's true.
We're spoiling everything over here.
I think I didn't watch the first Alien until Spencer showed it to me.
Have you watched Prometheus and Alien
No,
Covenant?
I haven't watched Prometheus.
You should watch at least Prometheus. You don't have to watch Covenant.
I liked Covenant, but
No, I was saying you don't have to, though.
you don't have to. But well, here's the thing: if they were to make a third one, which I really hope they do, yeah, like I feel like because what's gonna happen with the robot guy? Anyways, I don't want to spoil anything for Mark, but
For sure.
what's gonna
Michael
happen with
Fassbender is a
David
good
Ackers?
actor.
Yeah,
True.
Michael Fassbender is great.
Magneto.
Everything that
Oh,
happens.
yes!
He plays a lot of characters now.
Oh, man! X-Men
you know
First
what
Class
he-
is a movie I like!
Most
Thank you
underrated
for
Michael
reminding me of this
Fassbender
movie.
thing, quote me, is crying. He cries extremely well.
Yeah.
Like that agony, the agonizing.
And he also kind of does that freeze face sad cry really well, where like he just kind of goes, "I'm
yep.
so overwrought with emotion, but all tears is coming out and I can't say words."
Yep,
And you're like, "Yeah, I feel that."
it's true.
Well, guys, this is the longest podcast I've ever done.
Oh,
we're at almost an hour and a half right now. We
And I feel like we got another 30 minutes in the
we could
tank.
keep, dude. I'm totally down to keep
true.
going.
True.
Here's the thing. I'm not trying to derail it from aliens. I love talking about aliens, Fassbender. Mark, you're coming over to the office, or I'm going over there, and we're watching fucking Prometheus
All right.
and Covenant. If
All
you
right.
No,
here's-
please not in a row.
what?
You got to give yourself a break. 'Cause
Oh
if I
yeah,
remember
no,
correctly-
not in the same night. Are you kidding
Ooh,
me?
Yeah, 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 yeah,
No,
yeah.
no,
That'd be
no.
nuts.
Okay,
That'd be
good.
nuts.
They're too long. They're
I
both
haven't
like
even
2.5
seen
hour
them, and
movies.
I know that's nuts.
Yeah.
But you've seen Alien, you've seen
Yeah,
Aliens and
I've
shit.
seen
So you
Alien.
get so Prometheus is like a super prequel to
Right.
Alien.
That-
basically.
you
Has
told me
Idris
about it.
Elba? Idris Elba is one of the
Wait,
only.
Fassbender and Elba in one movie.
Yeah, baby.
Yep. Great
Idris
movie.
Elba's a great character because again he's another British dude not
Yep.
doing a British accent.
Yep.
It's fun as shit. He's also potentially
stuff.
one of the only black men on a major Hollywood movie to on-screen bet a white woman. Historic.
Well, was she a woman or was she a robot?
Really?
I don't know anymore.
That's one of my favorite scenes when he's like, "Are you a robot?" Like that was
Yep.
like the tipping point of like, she was about to be like, "Nah, go fuck yourself," and then he drops the, "Vickers, just tell me one thing.
Yeah.
You a robot?"
And I think she says something like, "You want to find out?" And he goes, "Ooh." He like puts down.
He's like,
Yeah, I want to go find out.
Wow.
I'm sorry if that feels like a spoiler. I
No,
didn't mean
it's
to.
not.
It's not. He fucks Charlize Theron, and you don't get to actually see it.
You don't get to
That
see it,
kinda
but the strong implications is I feel like historical things.
sucks. Yeah.
Because I can't think of many other black
Really, the
dudes
pickup
in a
line.
Hollywood
it was,
movie.
It was one of the best. It was one of the best. Like I feel like it was the best realistic pickup line type interaction. Like it wasn't Hollywood.
Yeah.
It was like, here's this cold fucking asshole captain chick, and here's this chill captain.
Space captain.
He's a space captain. She's like
A
the weird
corporate
corporate
captain.
and she's like giving him, and he just slides in with that dude. Yeah, that's a good little line. That's a good.
And also,
little,
if anyone's watched The Wire, you know Idris Elba is a handsome man.
Stringer Bell.
His accent in The Wire
Fucking good.
I haven't even finished season 1, and that is.
Oh, you gotta
insane.
make it through season 2.
Really?
I've warned many people that season 1 is
It
so
slows
fucking
down,
hot.
right? Yeah.
Season 2, you're like, I don't think I care about these people.
I feel like I hated season 2.
Yep.
Here's the thing. On my first rewatch of it, the second time I ever saw The Wire, I enjoyed season 2 because I finally knew who all the characters were, but I still kind of didn't care about all of them.
Yeah.
It's the doc. It's like
Interesting.
it basically
It's
focuses
union
on the
dock
people
workers.
that work at the unions and the docks that are kind of like turning a blind eye to all the drugs coming
Maybe
in.
I did get.
So
to
it
season
sets
2.
up a lot of important characters for future seasons, and also, like a good story, explains, but how's the heroin coming in?
Yeah, but Chris and Snoop, honestly, best tie The Wire together in my opinion, but just because I'm a psychopath.
Yeah. I
and-
feel like it's more Chris though.
Yeah, no,
Snoop has some great lines, but Chris in terms of actions, in terms of like characterization.
Yeah, that's true. And then
Snoop's so,
season
like,
4,
super intense,
season
huh?
4 is like.
Really?
The whole reason The Wire exists is for season 4. It's like really heavy.
I have a
and really
theory.
good.
Are season 4s in shows usually the best?
No, Sopranos season 4 is my least favorite season, but I tolerate it.
I'm thinking of like Dexter.
Mad Men season 4 is kind of lame.
Oh, true, but it's not as bad as 3.
Ooh, we got an Idris smiley face in the comments.
Yeah, because
Nice.
Idris is a
Who
handsome,
doesn't love Idris Elba,
handsome
dude?
man.
Sexy
True.
bastard.
That's
Hey,
true.
if I played for both teams, you know
Yeah,
where I'd be.
yeah, I wouldn't even blame you. Because what is that? That man's like 6'4"
Yep.
and built like a linebacker
Yep.
and talks like a suave British man.
Yep.
How many of our mothers' dreams is that?
One of our friends, 2 years younger than us, that also went to Albany. Big fan.
You
of
mean Springfield,
You
motherfucker?
can't be saying no fake names around here. We ain't.
125 miles away from Berkeley,
We are-
Springfield, California.
We are in Springfield.
Our buddy Kevin.
Been drinking too
that
many
y'all probably
IPAs.
don't know. Tried to get me to watch Luther like 7,000 times.
Yeah.
And apparently it's really good, but
I don't have
I don't
enough
know.
time in my life for that many shows.
Never seen Luther.
also true.
It's kind of like Tim Curry and Idris Elba exist in the same void of I will always respect these actors for all the things they do. I don't think I'm ever going to watch everything they ever did.
Right.
Because there's so much.
Agreed.
Speaking of Jim Carrey, I know
I
you
did
said
what?
I know
I
you
said
said, I know you said Tim Curry, but speaking of
How dare you?
speaking of Jim Curry, I'm derailing
Curry.
this. Man on the Moon.
Jim Curry.
Okay.
You
I've
seen
never
it?
seen
Nope.
Man on the Moon.
You guys need. Okay. Here's
I think
the
I've
thing.
seen
I think
almost
it's a white
every
people
Jim
music
Curry movie
movie.
except for that.
I think it's a white people movie.
No, it's based on
Well-
a comedian's life.
Yeah, and so here's what's really interesting about it. I had never seen it.
Okay.
When I was up in Portland, I was talking about some of my stand-up, and I've been doing a few jokes at this party with it was like this older crowd of like older, weird Portland hippie-ish, trippy-ish. Like,
So my
white
theory
people.
right now is correct that it's a movie for white people.
I mean, it's Portland. You know, what are you gonna do?
Find one black person and talk about ribs.
Oh man.
Hey, she said our mother's dreams. Ha ha ha. Yep. Or even knows what's going on.
I mean, I love my mama.
Yep.
I know her.
No, but
Finish the story.
yeah. So yeah. Can't get distracted by chat. Let's turn into
On
a
this
goddamn
live
Twitch
chat
stream.
podcast.
We'd be
Turn
the
into a-
worst
turn
Twitch
into a damn-
streamers ever.
Oh, fuck Twitch, dude. I mean, no. Hey, I love Twitch. I got love for you. You just got too many TOS rules. Like, I can't say go fuck yourself on a stream.
No.
without getting
Really?
some weird- But no, it's
And
just,
I don't think you can mention competing
If you-
products either.
yeah, if you're, they got all these weird rules. I was dating this Twitch chick for a while, and they got all these weird rules about shit. Anyways, back to the Man on the Moon.
Story, Portland.
This
Yep.
is important. Man on the Moon. So
Ribs are good.
I was doing like these jokes, and this guy was like, "You remind me of Andy Kaufman. You know about Andy Kaufman?" I'm like, "No, I don't know." He's like,
Was he
"Oh,
snake dissing?
Andy Kaufman. Jim Carrey played him in a movie. Hey, it was called Man on the Moon.
Yep.
He was on Saturday Night Live. Andy Kaufman. He was
Yep.
like this great comedian. Da da da. And it was all like troll humor. It was kind of like my humor, which was fun. Which was like, so that was like crazy for me to discover this way after the fact that like I have the same type of weird kind of trolly humor in
Yeah.
some of my
Yeah.
stuff as this guy. So I go and watch. He's like, you got to watch Man on the Moon, then you have to watch the documentary about Man on the Moon. Basically, Jim Carrey in Man on the Moon plays Andy Kaufman.
Right.
In the documentary, they reveal like how basically he was method acting it. So he was acting. He was being Andy Kaufman the whole time.
This is like the power of Jim Carrey, who I can never underestimate.
It was some crazy. It was on some other level shit, and people were like, Andy Kaufman's family came to the set, and they were like in interviews, being like, "Yeah, it felt like I was talking to Andy. Like it felt like he was there."
insane.
And the thing is, like, in the Man on the Moon movie, like, literally it's like petty funny shit that we would think was hella funny, Mario, like back in my at Mo too, like the same type of weird, like, oh, I'm just like, why did you like almost ruin this whole account with this guy? Oh, because we thought that little like prank would be funny, and no one was filming it. It wasn't on YouTube.
No,
it
was actually just for laughs.
They got a movie made about it later, but it was like so deep that it like he like was getting into it with the producers of a sitcom he was on, and so then he showed up to the sitcom and said that like he called in sick as Andy Kaufman and then came as another character, like as this guy that was like Andy Kaufman's representative and was just being hell of obnoxious, and they just did it because they thought it was funny. Like, this is like major money at stake, like his only career path, and he's just like damn near blowing it up to do stupid petty shit that he thinks is funny. It was great, dude. Definitely check out Man on the Moon and the documentary about it.
Wow.
Well worth the watch.
Now that you've reminded me of the skills of Jim Carrey, I now eagerly await the documentary about making Sonic the Hedgehog the movie.
Oh, gosh.
Where, from what I hear, he got in character as Dr. Robotnik, weirdly.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sonic the Hedgehog the movie.
About this too.
I haven't even seen the movie.
Wait,
you should see that movie. It's a fairly decent movie.
I think it's actually decent. Yeah, agreed. It's actually way more decent and underrated, I would argue.
Because I never played Sonic, so that's why I never had any interest in it.
No, you don't have to play
Sonic 2. Sonic 2 and, like, Sonic 2 Battle.
If they made a Banjo-Kazooie the movie, I'd watch it. Whether or not Jim Carrey's in there.
Banjo is such a deeper cut, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Right? There's a lot of shit.
Like Ratchet and Clank's, Banjo-Kazooie... Okay. What's his name? The spinning one that's orange.
Crash Bandicoot.
Crash Bandicoot. Like, they're all very deep cuts relative to
Mark
Spyro.
Remind me, how many Ratchet and Clank games were there? Because I feel like in my head it's 12.
No, dude. I don't freaking know. There's a period of time from PlayStation 2 that it was literally like every year.
Yeah.
And I was like, what is this, Mega Man? Like,
yeah, how are they doing this?
Dude.
But yes, I recommend watching Sonic the Hedgehog. Big shout out to Jeff Baccalar, my homie, who did a spoil cast on it and made me go, oh yeah, I should probably watch this. And again, I for real am hearing rumors that he got weirdly in character for Dr. Eggman Robotnik.
Wow. It was jarring to see a non-obese Robotnik.
Yeah.
That was jarring.
Yeah.
Robotnik, if you don't know, Spencer, is like
he's
a
an
giant
egg boy.
obese.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about Sonic.
I mean, if you give him more hair and make him a little more orange, he's Donald Trump.
Literally. In a red jumpsuit, right?
Yeah. With like
and then like, what, mustache that goes out to like this.
Yeah.
It's pretty incredible.
Good Teddy Roosevelt one.
Basically, actually, in like video game design, it's probably one of the most memorable like bad guys.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
Yeah, actually, good job, Sonic producers.
Yeah.
Writers or whatever.
Good job, Sonic
Team.
Team.
What the fuck they're talking about, but I support it. And if it's making fun of Donald Trump retroactively the same way I was into Andy Kaufman before I knew who Andy Kaufman was, I support it.
Hell yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Now get out of the Proud Boys.
Wait, real quick.
I'm not in the... That was a joke. Okay, wait, I'm breaking the fourth wall. Guys, I'm not in the Proud Boys. But no.
Good.
Like, honestly, like being in the Proud Boys, it's like awakened... It's awakened something within me. It's awakened like a fire.
Are you proud of making Western civilization?
Here's the thing: if your penis is about this big and it frictionally connects with your testicles in such a way, it creates a spark that creates a fire within you.
Yep.
And it makes something different.
Does it go all the way up to the gooch?
There's an awakening happening. Does it go away with bleach?
No, does it go all the way up to the gooch?
It goes anywhere you want it to.
Yeah,
brother.
it tickles you in the good spot, doesn't it?
It does exactly what it needs to.
Just like Father Murphy, right?
Father Murphy, Jesus! Now we're getting into. How did you know? How did you know that the
fiduciaries have access to a lot of personal information?
How did you know that the priest that molested me has Murphy was his name? How did you know that?
It's as if that's like a common Catholic priest name or something. Woo, buddy.
He came from Munster.
Hey, Bethany ASMR says make a 120 character password equals Twitch.
Yeah, getting Twitch passwords is annoying.
Really, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it sounds like you never used the product, which might be a good life decision.
Yeah, I have 2 cousins and a buddy. Remember the dude that was in our high school or middle school for some time, and then ended up in El Cerrito, and he was at the Taekwondo
yes,
place?
El Cerrito's right next to
Yes,
Springfield.
I do.
Ryan, remember Ryan?
No, I thought you were talking about Art.
I was not. Art is around still.
Yes, Art is.
Art's legalizing.
Art's in Springfield too.
Yep, sometimes I work with him.
But Ryan is a Twitch streamer now. Like literally
Get
this
the
morning
fuck
I was
out of my
watching
left
his stuff,
field.
and he was playing Resident Evil 2, and I said hi.
Remake or original?
It was great. Remake.
Okay.
And it was great.
Good shit.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm about to start. Hey, by the way, I got a Twitch stream. Ain't nobody watching this, but sometimes I play shit. I'm trying to get. I was watching. You guys ever seen 28 Days Later?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was watching that shit the other night. It reminded me. I never finished this game, Dying Light. If you guys play Dying Light,
I've seen of it.
I have heard of it.
Yeah, I want to stream that, but
Okay.
like I need to. Here's the thing: it's like I have to get stoned before I play it because
Otherwise,
that
you're
makes
getting
it
scared.
even scarier.
Yep. Yep.
Because
I feel this.
just being stoned makes things intense, and so I think playing Dying Light, it's like you're using like parkour or whatever, but you have to avoid zombies, and they're hella dumb and stupid during the day, so it seems so easy at first.
Uh-huh.
And
But-
then night falls.
Oh,
And at
And also-
night,
classic.
super zombies come out that
Yep.
also know how to parkour, and and you think you're raw at parkour, and you're, ooh, I'm jumping over all these zombies and setting all these traps during the day. You'd be glad you set those traps. You better set those traps because at night, those fuckers are on your ass like
Yep.
constantly. It's like terrifying, dude.
What?
And you have this thing where you can do slow motion look behind you
Yeah.
when you're running. So you're like running, you hit the slow motion look behind you button, and you just see this fucking ghoul, and you're like, okay, I'm probably like at least 6 feet, 10 or 20 feet away from this point. You hit the button, and he's like 3 to 6 feet behind you. Like, yeah,
What?
it's super, it's
And
crazy.
I believe that game
Interesting.
also has a noise system in it.
Mm-hmm.
Does it?
What, like they can hear you?
Yeah, if you make noise by doing stupid shit.
Oh.
I think.
Does it?
Well, I don't. You mean like from your microphone?
No,
Or
no,
just
no.
in the
Like
game?
if your character like picks up can, drops
Yeah.
can.
Oh
all
yeah,
up.
yeah, absolutely.
What?
It
Yeah.
hears. They hear the parkour ones. Oh, you. If you drop down a little too far and your feet, they're on you. Like it's
Interesting.
you're fucking. You better start running. That better be a
I gotta
worthwhile
check
drop.
this out.
It's a scary ass game, but
Interesting. Okay.
Hey, check it out on my stream.
Check
to
it out on
nobody
my
who's
stream.
watching.
Hashtag
Literally
not
every-
an ad.
Why did accent change?
The one
Nobody
person I know
knows.
who might be watching has been commenting. Reva has no interest in video game streams whatsoever, and I highly doubt anyone else that's watching does.
Sorry,
but
Reva.
hey,
I've
same
been
name,
dropping the
Spence
best
Benny.
joke bombs. How can no one be watching?
Wait, I want to go back one subject.
All
Go
right.
back, go
On
back like
three,
6 subjects. Do whatever
on
you
three,
Okay.
say your favorite Jim Carrey movie.
Give me a
Ready?
moment. Give me a moment.
Okay, I'll give you a moment.
Oh fuck, that's an internal argument.
It is. It's an extreme
Yeah,
internal
it
argument that
is.
I've been
What the
having this
fuck?
whole time coming up with this subject.
Okay, I'm ready.
want. Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
The Mask.
Man on the
Liar.
Moon.
Wow, all three of us have different answers.
Yep.
I
Said the
love it.
mask. What'd
The
you say?
Mask.
I said liar, liar.
I almost said liar, liar, and then I
Nice.
remembered Man on the Moon, and I was like,
Right.
yeah, no, that was like a deep spiritual
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah,
But like Liar Liar would have been my casual Jim Carrey
for
movie
sure.
would have been
for
Liar
sure.
Liar also.
You know what's crazy? Truman Show's my third because number 2 is The Mask. We
Yeah.
were just talking about The Mask earlier.
Yeah,
is
The
that why
Mask.
Jim Carrey came up in our brains? Because I mentioned The Mask earlier?
Probably. So
Might have.
Before you got here, actually.
Yeah.
We were watching a clip from Blue Streak that had the villain from The Mask in it. He's also the villain in that, and he's also the gay
villain in the mask.
and he's the gay rapist in Pulp Fiction.
is a
You don't know his
fucking typecast son of a bitch, and I
He's-
feel sorry for him,
he's
but he
always-
does a good job.
He's always he's so good looking, but he's
Always.
like a monster. He's like
Yep.
a good looking monster.
You know who I always confuse
Yeah.
him for? The dude that plays Scarecrow in Batman Begins.
I feel
Oh,
that
yeah.
And plays the
pretty
the
racist thing for you to
target
say,
in
but
Inception. No, I'm serious. They physically
no,
I'm
he
sure
does.
If you
He
looked
does.
At Cillian Murphy
Here's the thing.
and
Even
the
though
other dude,
even though what you're saying is very racist,
it's
very,
not racist.
it's like kind of a pro-white genocide
oh
comment.
my gosh,
but,
it's not racist.
but-
I mean, if white people stopped banging their cousins, they would look different. So yeah,
Jesus gosh.
they all what are they? Aren't they cousins? They need a little flavor in their life, a little seasoning.
hey, if you ain't never banged your cousin, you ain't white.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well,
spoken from a true proud boy.
dude.
Yep.
Proud boy hey.
He's a proud boy.
I'm
I
about
am
to
a proud
throw
boy.
this brother
Holy moly.
Thelonious at this white
Okay,
boy over
fourth
here.
wall, one more time. Look at me. He's not actually a proud boy. Okay.
Yeah, Spencer's our friend,
Chill.
and I wouldn't actually be friends
We wouldn't
with
be in the
Nazis.
same room as a proud boy, or he wouldn't want us in the room.
No, I'd be in the same room with Proud Boy. I don't know if the Proud Boy was going to walk out.
True. Good
What
point.
if I was secretly a proud boy the whole time?
Then we
and you
aren't
guys
friends.
had No idea.
for
This
the
isn't
last
happening right now.
14 years of our friendship?
Yeah. What if I
He's
like?
just been a
what
proud
if I
boy.
just? What if I
Before it
suddenly?
existed.
He
as a
started it.
concept.
That's why he mentioned the cuck holding in the video. He started it.
Oh my gosh!
I create because
Proudception.
literally because I knew, dude. This is like a genius. This is like a good film idea.
I've killed Mark.
Think about this as a film idea. Yeah, a guy back in fucking high school, like when he's young,
2007.
invents this. It just seems like a throwaway joke, a one-off joke with the "Your son is my Nino" thing. Turns out,
It becomes one of the most quoted thing in his mind palace.
Oh,
No
he
therapy can
creates-
remove
And
it.
he creates he uses the video that he made.
It
as a
ignites something in
recruitment
him.
video to ignite the sexual angst of so many young white incels who haven't who
haven't had their
figured out-
gooch tickled.
haven't figured out how to like be kind of friendly and kind of like do whatever with
How
the
to
chick.
talk to a human
Haven't figured out how to talk to a human.
instead of trying to have a transaction with a sex machine.
Hey, what Reva said, cousins make dozens.
Oh my god. Irish twins. Have you heard of it?
Reva's with the shit, dude.
Oh, goodness.
Reva's a proud boy too, actually.
Oh.
Hey, Bethany says mine is Bruce Almighty.
Oh, this
Finally caught up to the conversation.
Nice,
Ladies and gentlemen, let's reel it back.
Wait, is our stream ahead of time? It is, right?
Yeah,
it's delayed,
there's like a
and-
7-second delay
And
to
it
make
has,
sure you can
it has
cut anything
DVR
stupid.
mode, so people can go back and click back and keep
Right,
watching it. But
right.
what's so annoying about YouTube is it disappears the stream when you're done with it. You can't just go back and watch it. Like, I mean, you can, but it's like hella hidden in the channel, and there's no way to make it to the forefront. It's
Wait,
kind of annoying.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, weird.
Reva says I'm too smart to be a proud boy. Aw, appreciate you.
Peanut butter.
Yeah, he looks like
Looks like a budget cillian, but damn!
The gay
All right, I
rapist
didn't
from
say
Pulp
it.
Fiction.
I didn't say
AKA
it.
the villain from The Mask, the gay rapist from Pulp Fiction, and the guy who betrays Martin Lawrence in Blue Streak. Blue Streak, by the way, classic movie that we were just watching clips from earlier. Saw it on a plane.
1999 has a lot of great movies.
Oh yeah, just like how was it? 2001 has some of the greatest video games. Those 3 years are bangers.
What is that one? Like Counter-Strike?
I think it was Counter-Strike,
StarCraft?
Legend of Zelda, StarCraft,
It's like the same year.
Half-Life
StarCraft.
2,
Oh, yeah, that's right.
GoldenEye.
Wait, Half-Life 2 was 2001?
No, I'm sorry.
No,
I'm hella
Half-Life
wrong. I
2
think it's
is,
99. I think it might be 99 or 98.
No, Half-Life 1.
Half-Life 1 is before Counter-Strike.
Yeah.
Because Counter-Strike
Strike
is
is a mod.
of Half-Life.
And
I feel
also-
like Half-Life 2 came out in like 03 or 04.
No.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Half-Life 2
Yeah,
is high school for us.
Yeah, 2004,
positive
That's what I'm
2005.
saying.
Yeah.
03, 04, it was
It's
like
gotta be
early,
05,
early high
06.
school. Yeah.
Yep.
But no, like 1998 or 99 was some banger video. I think Metal Gear Solid 1. Like there's some
Yeah.
bangers. Just
And
like how
2 came out with the PS2.
Yep. And we all got bait and switched.
What are you going to do?
Man,
I mean, I
early
guess I'm gonna play
2000s
Raiden
video
for a
games,
while
man.
and wonder why I can't kill Rose.
Hey, let me talk to the Zoomers real quick. Okay,
Alright.
so Zoomers that play video games now.
Zoomers. I don't think any Zoomers are watching right now.
I don't care.
In the future,
I don't
Alright,
care.
alright.
If any Zoomer ever watches this,
makes
we
it 2
grew up
hours
in an era of video games where you can't take out your phone to look up where to go next
Correct.
in the puzzle piece.
Figure it the fuck out, motherfucker.
One
yeah,
of the games mentioned.
or you go to Barnes and Nobles and you buy the
Yep.
Brady games or
Yep.
whatever.
Spend your hard-earned money on a strategy guide.
Yep.
If you even got allowance, in
Yep.
which
If you even
Springfield,
got
most
allowance.
kids don't get allowance in
If
Springfield.
you even
No.
if you even buy in Costco Coca-Colas and selling them at 200% markup rate in class or whatever the fuck.
Yep. Yeah. Hustles had to happen.
Yep.
That's all it is. For example, one of the games mentioned, Metal Gear Solid 2, literally had an answer to one of the puzzles on the back of the game case, so that you had to buy the game in order to actually beat the game.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's a radio frequency.
That's amazing.
You had to call a dude to make sure something didn't blow up, which killed you. Shit was wild.
What a
and
great
good.
game.
So-
What a great game.
What a great game.
I spent hours just running around with the disguise.
Yeah, and then, if you get the subsistence version... By the way, before people started just re-releasing games with small updates and calling them sequels, we called them expansion packs, all right? And Metal Gear Solid 2 Subsistence had skateboarding.
It did have skateboarding.
Shit's crazy.
I remember the skateboarding too.
There was skateboarding. See, here's the thing. I never had a PlayStation, so my only exposure to Metal Gear Solid 2. Metal Gear Solid 2 was the one. I thought it was so cool, but it was at a friend's house on a sleepover.
Yep.
Where you hide in the box, and I was like, dude, this
Yep.
is so dope. It's like,
Yep.
I can't go out, I don't have the means to go out and buy a whole other game console and play this
Right.
game. God, I wish this shit was on N64 or GameCube or whatever
Yep.
the fuck I had.
Yep.
God, this is so dope.
Yep.
I played it a few times at my friend's house. You could do sleeping darts, so you put people to sleep.
Yep.
You make them fall asleep, you carry them, hide them under a box in the
Yep.
corner. You got a certain amount of time before they wake up and alert someone, so you got to
Yep.
get to the next spot and find some way to knock out the
Tactical
next dude.
espionage action.
It was so cool, dude.
Yep.
Just that whole concept. I love that shit, man. That it wasn't just run through and shoot some shit. It was The Sims Hot Date.
Another banger that came out that year.
Oh man.
I remember playing that shit on Kyle's computer, dude. My buddy Kyle.
Wait, which one? We had like 4.
Kyle
Just like
S.
every other
S.
millennial.
Kyle S.
True.
Kyle S. from Springfield High. He always had The Sims, and he would always be like, yeah, let's accidentally set the house on fire and see what I like. Dude, that was some brutal. That was some pretty sadistic. That was like burning ants with a magnifying glass without killing any ants. You know, it was some crazy shit.
Real question: should we change subjects from video games because it sounds like you said Riva doesn't like video games?
I don't give a fuck about the subject at this point. No, dude, we're way over time. Like we're going on 2 hours. I am gonna have to like switch that camera in a second because it's gonna run out of juice.
All my face movements are causing too much deep compression. I'm sorry.
And you know what it is? It's that camera. These other 2 cameras can just run on standby with no problem. That one, it goes to sleep if it's not recording, and it only has about 2.5 hours of record time
ridiculous.
on it.
Okay.
So I have to shut. But here's the thing: I can put the camera on Mark and have him ranting while I set that camera up for another 6 hours for this podcast.
True. The other thing before we do leave the video game topic is so Spencer, you wanted to play Metal Gear Solid 2. Can you believe they made 3 other games after that in that style?
Yeah.
Oh, sounds beautiful.
And don't even get us started on Splinter Cell.
Yeah,
I played Splinter Cell because I had an Xbox.
Yeah, that's right.
I beat the first Splinter Cell, and I only started to play the second one. But
Pandora tomorrow.
By the time I got the second one, it was already like I got it used like way later. So like I had beaten the first one, and I was like, that was so cool. I started to play the second one, and then I was like in college, like fucking partying and fucking around. All we were playing was Super
Video
Smash
games
on
no
N64
longer had importance.
No, Super Smash held our room together. We were always playing Super Smash N64 on this tiny little
N64, damn.
on a TV that was this big in college, and we would get in trouble. We got written up by the brutal IRA I was talking about earlier because we wouldn't even be we'd smoke out on the balcony. Come back in, be playing Smash, being hella loud. They knock on the door, and we'd open the door, and obviously we had been smoking outside. So we're like, oh, you opened the door and you smell like weed. So we're gonna write you up, and you have to go do this meeting now, and you have to talk to this guy about how
weed is bad.
How weed is bad is fucking.
And you're bad
dude.
for liking weed.
Who becomes an RA at Santa Cruz?
Dude, our RA
and doesn't expect that normally.
Psychos, but that's the thing.
Mormons.
Here's the thing. Here's what's fucked up.
Yeah, right.
You know what's fucked up? It's kind of like it's like a microcosm, and obviously not as fucked up as like cops that live in Walnut Creek that like police Oakland.
Right.
But it's basically it's like the same premise. Like there
on like a less
because it was pretty much it was basically an RA from one of the substance-free halls. Then they had to do rounds. So, like, RAs would switch, like, you have to do your rounds where you walk around and make sure everything's okay.
So you would always get busted by the one covering a shift.
Yeah, so the little shithead one that didn't even live... Like, our RA down the spot was chill. He smoked weed. He was a cool-ass dude. Ricky, I love that fucker. I don't know... Hey, wherever Ricky's at nowadays, shout out to Ricky, man.
Thanks,
good
Ricky.
dude. But... fucking this one fucking it was the same bitch every fucking time she would get and she
Why
had
are
her
you
little,
whispering like she's listening?
He had her because it's so programmed into my brain. It's so programmed.
Ladies and gentlemen, this might be PTSD.
Yes, it is. It's low key PTSD because it was like every time she came by, she would knock on the door and we'd put all the shit away and turn the thing and open it up. One time we opened up, she wrote all of us. So there were like 4 or 5 of us in the room playing Smash, super baked, and she's like, okay, right when you open the door, you smell like weed. So who else is in the room right now? And and the dude at the door was like, no one's in the room. And then she like makes eye contact with me through the door crack. She goes, I can see someone else through the crack of the door. Like, okay, and so we all had to give her our IDs, and then we have to go, and we're like, oh no, I was at a party off campus earlier. And people were smoking, and so I had some smoke smell on me. But one of my friends
I walked through all the stoners, Your Honor. Wow. I didn't partake.
That's what we had to say, and they never believed us. But most of the time, I let us off. But one time, this dude actually got written up by the same asshole lady that was one of the interrogators, and she actually saw him.
What?
She actually saw him smoking weed. And he wasn't able to live on campus the next year because of that.
Jeez.
This is too much power.
Or he wasn't able to live in the apartments. He had to live in the freshman dorms, which I think might work for him because he had a single. He probably had all kinds of freshmen in his room. He was probably eating all kinds of ass. It was probably fine.
Probably fine.
Anyways.
Consensual sex.
Oh my
An alleged of smoking of weed.
Hey, weed makes sex fun. It makes shitty movies better. It makes sex feel better. You know, it's life, man. It's all good. I'm quoting, what's his name? Not Joe Rogan. Seth Rogen.
Yeah, probably Seth Rogen.
Seth Rogen.
I don't think Joe Rogan's that cool anymore. Yeah. To say something that cool.
He's too alt-right now.
Ooh.
You hear that boy's dodging California taxes and running off to Texas?
Oh, Joe. What are you doing?
Why not? Why wouldn't you? Taxes are taking your money away.
That's true. They're just magically disappearing.
Talk about a podcaster that's going to lose, like, at least an eighth of his fan base.
Potentially. Is weed even legal in Texas?
I tried watching some of the shit he was posting. He's had, like, most of his guests have been bunk so far. It kind of sucks. What I liked about him, and I know, like, people didn't like him for it, is the fact that he had
people.
Hella different people on was interesting.
Like, at one point, him and Musk smoked weed. Like, that's monumental.
Exactly. Even if it's even if he has, like, Milo or Ben Shapiro, any of his alt-right dickheads, it's like, and the fact he's not, like, he's not supporting them. He's just like, okay, let me hear your viewpoint, yada, yada.
Which is giving him platform.
Which is fucked. But also, like, I don't know. He's having all these different people on. He's very pro-psychedelics, which I support.
Yeah.
But then, now you go out to Texas, and now you're having, like, this weird fucking, like, fake libertarian, supposedly ex-CIA, like...
Oh, my God.
Like, libertarians that aren't actually don't actually like liberty or whatever. I don't know.
No, they want the right kind of restrictions.
The tipping point for me was all the COVID stuff.
Yeah.
And how he's just so casual about it.
What do you say about the COVID? I haven't been following it too tough.
Dude, he honestly is, like, so flippant about it. It's nuts.
Yeah.
By the way, strong vocab word,
he's
flippant.
So frustrated about, like, closure and, like, mitigation tactic and stuff. Like,
hey, it wouldn't have to be this bad if we just fucking done it from the get-go.
Yep.
But, yeah.
Look at my people in Eastern Asia.
Right? If everyone did it California, South Korea style, we'd be fine.
Yep.
Minus those one-night clubs.
Any live streamer in Tokyo right now, or maybe tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Literally, the streets are filled with people just wearing masks.
Yeah.
And it's super normal.
Admittedly, though, it's an island, so it's very easy to keep people from coming in.
This virus can be contained.
Yeah.
Very easy. And here's one thing. There's a dude that I know from work that I hella respect in a lot of ways, but he was sharing a lot of the, like, when there's like, oh, this random one-off nurse says, oh, masks won't protect you, da-da-da-da-da.
One nurse does not equal a fucking survey.
No, and on top of that, here's the thing. It's like what the main discovery was it's not about protecting you. It's about you not spraying it out to other people.
Yeah.
And so if we all just fucking do this for a while, it'll be all right.
Well, notice that
for a while.
Right.
But now the cases are fucking spiking. All these other countries have fucking figured it out.
Yeah.
We are still on this stupid ass shit because I don't want the government telling me. Here's the thing. I get it. I don't want the government telling me what to do. I don't want anyone telling me what to do.
Yeah.
But if someone's out there saying, "Hey, look, this is what we're," and it's not going to send it to other people.
Less people will die if you do one thing.
You see what the New Jersey governor said?
Wait, do they still have Chris Christie?
No.
Oh, thank God.
The New Jersey governor, like 2 days ago, someone was like, "What are you gonna say to everyone that's like frustrated with load closures and stuff again?" And he's "Well, dying's way worse."
Yeah.
I'm just like, damn, like, it's true.
Death is not an alternative to shelter in place.
Seriously.
Man,
if you want to shelter by yourself in a box forever,
then you can. Like Solid Snake.
Exactly. See, going back, Metal Gear Solid, dude. You hide in a box and you're set.
Right. Wait for the alert to cool off,
and here's
baby.
That's another thing that people aren't gonna like to hear. But as someone who does not, I wouldn't consider myself an introvert, but I would consider myself more down to playing video games and chilling at the house, or maybe just chilling with like 2 or 3 people than going to some stupid ass party that costs $25. It's like not even that fun and it's loud and you can't hear anyone talking. I don't really mind this whole isolation thing.
Yeah, there's benefits to it.
I miss concerts.
That's
the primary thing
that is.
I miss museums.
And movie theaters too.
I don't miss movie theaters. I miss museums.
Oh, museums! Some are opening up again.
Some are,
if I'm not mistaken.
I believe. I may have even told you, Spencer. Like I think it was in January. I was like, man, I want to go see the Louvre.
Ooh.
And now the Louvre is now like 2-3 years out because when can an American go to France?
True.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Fucking wild, man. When you start long term thinking about it, like a fiduciary. Long term thinking, baby.
Well, thankfully, there was a whole hoax. There was a whole hoax fake election, and some fake guy won who might hopefully be able to
turn it all around, baby.
To get the borders of the world open back up to the United States.
Are you proud of him?
Jesus. Am I proud of him?
Yeah.
As a proud boy or as
as a proud boy?
I do prefer the other grandpa to the previous grandpa.
Hey, Reva says Governor Newsom just got busted going to a party no mask.
Yeah, fuck Newsom. He fucks his friend's wife.
So do I, but No, I'm just kidding.
But see,
not my friend. No, not my friend's wife. But
yeah.
But here's the thing. No, he's He's a Democrat, and we support him.
I thought you were a Proud
Conditionally.
Boy.
No, I'm a Proud Boy, but I'm a Democrat. See, that's the thing. People assume Proud Boys are Republicans. I'm still racist. I'm just a Democrat.
He's just a democratic racist. So
Democratic
he at least
racist.
votes on what racism to be this term.
There you go.
So at one point, Laotians like yourself, Mark, will come up.
That's true. Eventually.
Oh, Laotians?
Yeah.
Laotians. Laos? It's a landlocked country in Southeast Asia.
I don't know.
What? I can know maps.
King of the Hill, his neighbor, Khan.
Yeah.
Laotian.
Yeah.
My family's Laotian.
All right.
Wait, do y'all own a car wash too?
No.
All right, fair enough. Does Latrell?
Lachelle's family owns the restaurant, remember?
I know, but also a car wash. I'm just wondering because I've heard those are really good turnkey operations.
Surprisingly, no. Weird. Weird Laotian family that
Laotian.
ended up in Springfield.
Wait, you got Laotian family?
We just established
We've
this.
literally just been over this.
They got a car wash?
My grandpa on
No, they don't.
Both grandpas fought in Vietnam
Mhm.
because they're part of the Laotian
Yeah.
movement.
Right on.
I think you just broke the Proud Boy's brain.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Y'all
I see it coming out of his ears.
Y'all fucked me up. No, it's not. It has nothing to do with Proud Boy. Y'all literally fucked me up on and we'll talk about this. This is one of those after the cameras are off type conversations. That you guys like fuck me up with some shit. But here's the thing, Mo,
Yes.
Mark.
Yes.
This is the.
Why'd you say yes when he said Mark?
I am everything. I am the alpha and I am the omega.
Oh, so like Charlton Heston, like one of the Proud Boy.
Yes.
You know, Planet of the Apes.
Alpha omega. I am the
Part of the
greatest
Nara.
blasphemer.
Here's the thing. I'm not gonna end this podcast just yet, ever. No, I'm just,
Yeah, I was gonna
literally, we're going. I literally am gonna have to reset that camera
That's
some way if
true.
we keep
That's
going.
true.
But I'm gonna put it. Here's the thing. I'm gonna put it on something.
Okay.
I just want you guys to know how much I appreciate you being here. This has honestly been one of the most fun podcasts I've had so far. Okay.
Thank you.
And I just want to don't look at the screen. See, you guys are so.
I'm
fixated on
trying
the
to
screen.
watch the camera. I'm trying to be a good little
focus on
guy.
me.
So many screens. In
Focus
the
on me.
camera.
Here,
Okay.
we'll focus on each other.
On you?
Pretend there's
Looking
no
at you.
no and each other.
Okay.
Focus on each other.
Simultaneously.
What's up?
I'm gonna try to
Simultaneously
split
look
my
at
eyes.
each other. Come on, look at each other. You look at me. We're here. Thank you guys for coming. Like,
The microphone is now diamonds.
it's good to have you guys here.
It's a kaleidoscope.
Yes.
Now, what are you guys' thoughts on
Like a shotting gun.
What are you guys' thoughts on the film The Mummy from 1999?
Brendan Fraser's amazing.
1999 has the best movies.
Yeah. Brendan Fraser.
My favorite movie of all time is also from 1999. The
Brendan-
Matrix.
Yeah. Brendan Fraser
my
and
gosh.
Keanu Reeves are amazing humans and actors. There, I said it.
What is up with 1999? Also, how come Brendan Fraser and Jim Carrey both stopped being casted in like the mid 2000s?
So Brendan Fraser allegedly, actually, you know what? I'm gonna give Brendan Fraser the benefit of the doubt. He got sexually harassed, and he said, "I'm quitting Hollywood."
Dude,
He
I
got
heard-
Weinstein.
I just found out about that shit. That shit blew my
Interesting.
mind.
It was
bro.
hella sad. It's hella sad. So he
Yeah.
said, "Fuck this! I'm gonna take my money. I'm gonna go walk away."
For sure.
And I think Jim Carrey started becoming political, and I think people were like, "No, our funny men can't be political in America."
That's true. Yeah, he's pretty political, and he's
And a Canadian.
Canadian too.
So
Well, I think he is an American citizen now, right?
oh yeah, but like I
Was he
think there's
dual or
also in
something?
'99 or 2002. I
Yeah.
think there's like this idea that our comedians can't be political,
Right.
and a Canadian has no right to tell the United States what to do.
Yeah.
Wait, this was 2001, 2002?
Yeah, when he stopped being cast in things.
Like with the.
Oh,
Dave
when he
Chappelle?
went as to quote Tropic Thunder, not to actually say that I believe this, that he went full retard, and I believe when what is it, Spotless Mind, Sunshine in the Spotless Mind,
Oh.
and I think that may have
Eternal.
also got him blackballed.
Eternal was. It's such a good movie.
From my understanding, it's such a good movie.
Such
It
a
feels
good
like
movie.
such a bummer movie that I haven't watched it.
It is another one on your list. Sounds like.
Yeah,
If,
I got a lot of bummer movies to
also on
watch.
your list. What was the other one?
Blind Spotting
Yes, there you go.
and Train Spotting.
Hey,
Oh,
I would rewatch. I would watch Prometheus and Blind Spotting with either of you bastards anytime.
Sure.
Fuck yeah,
Guys, 2 hours is like way too long.
It's too long.
it's a perfect amount of
So
time.
I'd be shocked if anyone's still
I'm
watching.
gonna close this out and take a piss. If you have never seen The Mummy from 1999, this is literally one of the best films ever made, and I say that as someone who went to film school. So,
Yeah.
So put that in your pipe and
It was
smoke
so good they gave it a ride at Universal Studios.
True.
Mm-hmm.
Great ride.
And that was a ride for the shitty movie too. They
That was
didn't
the
even
ride for
they
the
didn't even
crappy
build
sequel.
they didn't
Yep.
build rides for the good the original, which is great.
Yep.
We're gonna put the opening on right now, so
We're gonna get flagged. It's gonna be great.
No, here's the thing. I'm not monetizing this podcast to begin with. so I can play this. My live ones are not monetized because
your clips are, right?
The clips will be.
Yeah.
So you know, and I'm like
smart.
I'm like 3 weeks behind
Smart
on
move.
clips. I have to do like a crazy coked out, I need to do like a crazy coffeeed out all nighter where I just like do hella clips because like that's the best way to do it. But hey, Mo.
Yes.
Mark.
Yes.
What's up?
I love you both. Last words. Last words.
I love you too, homie.
Let's keep it short. We've gone way over. Go ahead.
Last words is protect your neck, diversify your portfolio, always have an emergency fund ready to go when you need it, not if you need it.
Boom. Mark, great to see you.
My cousin Ching is doing okay.
We're gonna have Ching on.
Show soon.
We're gonna have Ching on soon. Yeah.
And then Spencer once beat the shit out of someone with a violin. Fun fact.
Don't put that on the airwaves, bro.
Oh, sorry.
Destruction of instruments is very offensive.
That's also true. Sorry about
that. I felt bad for the violin in that case.
That's true. That's true.
But not for the other guy.
Cocksucker. He started it. Fuck him. No. Here's the thing. I get.
We're going over more.
I get young male insecurity, and it was a thing. And here's the thing. I was insecure too, but he did start it. And
True.
And a certain gal who I'm not going to name on camera,
beautiful woman
who you used to date, beautiful woman, kind of instigated that shit too. Helped it along. She didn't instigate, but she really helped it along. Anyways, she's no Anoxuna Moon. I'll say that. Let's cut to Anoxuna Moon. Hey, thank you for tuning into the SpenniCast. Love y'all. Wait, there's no audio.
And we're still online, right? Are we still live?
We're still online. And still on. There's no audio.
Welcome to 90CG.
Hey, 90. Hey, hold on a second. This isn't just 90CG. Hold on, we ended it. Oh god damn it! This is so annoying because I literally had it all. I had it all planned out. I was gonna end it with the Mummy 1999 intro. Maybe this will work. I bet.
It's just that video.
Hold on.
Oh, it's not working.
Dude, they muted us, dude. They muted Anoxuna Moon.
Wait,
no, oh, they muted the TV got muted?
Wait, I feel like I can hear you from your headphones all the way over there.
You can hear me from the headphones, but here's the thing. And here's what we're testing out right now is the whole audio of the thing.
Huh.
Wait, does that mean they couldn't hear any other video we played?
Something's wrong with the plug.
I must have done it.
Because we could definitely hear the TV earlier.
Yeah, it was there earlier. Something is wrong with the TV.
No, they definitely heard the video because they quoted.
They
quoted
it's
both
all plugged
videos.
in. It should be fine. The audio should be working.
Personally, I would like to blame Alphabet, its CEO, Google, and also YouTube, and additionally every single person who survived the San Bernardino shooting. Yeah,
wow.
I went there. I'm an asshole.
And what I will also say.
Please cut that. Please cut that. I'm so sorry. I regret everything I've ever done.
They muted Propecia. Who's Propecia?
Propecia? Is that the actress's name?
I don't know.
Wait, hold on. Hover over.
Put that in your cock and smoke it. Venus pills.
What?
I'm sick of The Office. Got busted. Oh, Newsom got go. Okay, so the Newsom thing we talked about already.
Hold on. Hover over the live feed on your screen. I'm sorry, everyone at home. You can't see it. You see the bottom left that says mute? Is that why you can't play any audio out?
No.
Okay.
That has nothing to do with it.
Huh.
It's something through here. That's so the audio of that is not coming through this.
I can't believe I said that. I'm so rude.
Yeah, so that's weird. I think it has something to do with the
Interesting.
It's weird because it should. Yeah, it's something. This is honestly bothering me because I should be able to hear it right now. Yeah, I'm not hearing any blips and blings. So it's something to do with the HDMI audio out of my computer that's fucking it up.
Do you think the cord finally died?
It's not the cord. I bet I guarantee it's the computer. These are new cords. I guarantee the computer. This computer I've been having nothing but issues with. Hey, word of advice to y'all out there. If someone ever recommends getting a laptop from Costco because it's cheap, don't do it.
I've already done that. I'm sorry.
You'll run into
I've literally
problems.
actually did that.
How much was it?
I don't know. It was like $1,100 for this piece of shit.
What? We could have built you like a really portable desktop for that much.
Well, let's build something better than this because this shit is a
we could have probably gotten you a Ryzen, a TI 11 at least.
I mean, dude, at this rate,
like
you could buy
16
you could buy a
gig RAM.
3070.
Yeah.
It's for sure like 32 gigs of RAM.
Yeah.
What if I unplug and plug it back in? Let's try that.
Classic IT crowd.
Last IT crowd stand
Watch
right
it
here.
work flawlessly. I would.
Yep.
Okay, hey.
If anyone hasn't watched IT Crowd on Netflix, you need to do that. That show's amazing.
Have you tried turning it off and on again? Okay, we're watching The Mummy. We're not watching this one. We're watching the Anaxunamun one because that's the good quality right there. Hey, have a good night, folks. I'm not monetizing this video, so I am legally obligated to play The Mummy.
We're also critiquing it because, again, this is amazing example of 1999's CG.
I'm so excited.
Thebes, city of the living, crown jewel of Pharaoh Seti I. Home of Imhotep, Pharaoh's high priest, keeper of the dead. Birthplace of Anaxunamun, Pharaoh's mistress. No other man was allowed to touch her. But for their love, they were willing to risk life itself.
Yarata, ich Eier. Yattamitaten. Imhotep. Eisen.
Pilihari, ini miutu. Tiada ada keretanya Natsu Hawe.
Kunai dakame, yanakame, hagamish. Subsilwe. Yautayarenka.
Ben vi eigen weet i hout.
To resurrect Anaxunamun, Imhotep and his priests broke into her crypt and stole her body. They raced deep into the desert, taking Anaxunamun's corpse to Hamunaptra, city of the dead, ancient burial site for the sons of pharaohs, and resting place for the wealth of Egypt. For his love, Imhotep dared the god's anger by going deep into the city, where he took the Black Book of the Dead from its holy resting place. Anaxunamun's soul had been sent to the dark underworld, her vital organs removed and placed in 5 sacred canopic jars. An Aksunamun's soul had come back from the dead. But Pharaoh's bodyguards had followed Imhotep and stopped him before the ritual could be completed. Imhotep's priests were condemned to be mummified alive. As for Imhotep, he was condemned to endure the Homdai, the worst of all ancient curses, one so horrible it had never before been bestowed.
It's a good movie, guys. What do you think so far?
Oh wait, have we been on?
No.
Oh, thank God. Yes. Yeah. This is
So
fun. I
great.
totally need to watch this movie again.
It's
Me
a
too.
classic. It's a classic.
So great.
He was to remain sealed inside his sarcophagus, the undead for all of eternity. The Magi would never allow him to be released, for he would arise a walking disease, a plague upon mankind, an unholy flesh-eater with the strength of ages, power over the sands, and the glory of invincibility.
Yeah. The mummy.
Yes.
Anubis is pissed.
Thank you guys for coming on. We're leaving now. We're saying goodnight.
Good night, Internet.
Good night, Internet.
Good night.
Good night, the few of you who have stuck with us this long
Namaste.
and this hard. Pow. Bada bing, bada boom.